guys. Louise, I see you. Hold on, I'm turning it up. All right, guys, you can definitely stay here on my live Instagram. Hi. Is that true? I see, this is the problem. I need my glasses. But if you can go, yeah, it's true. Hi, beautiful. If you can go over to swaytvlive.com and follow, then I can have the chat, which is right behind me if you want to see.
Live, and I'm so excited. We're gonna have some fun on the street, and we're doing Workout Wednesdays here on Amazon Live, and she is fresh off the set of Shark Tank.
It's such an honor to be here today. So
show my naked face.
We are going to be talking all about parenting.
You have no idea how
but we're doing it. I'm sharing the tips and tools of
right here on Sway
what
TV
it is
Live.
I do before I leave my house so I can look presentable. Hi from Dublin.
This is our tribe of women.
I completely agree with you.
I can't see you, excuse me, because my eyes.
Being happy with how you look.
What is the key to a successful
you know,
business?
I'll be there. I love you, Louise. My mom's gonna hopefully come in today too.
Would you ask her out
Look
again,
at
Michael? I'm
Mama.
so excited for
when was
today's
this must be in the 70s. Maybe it was
and
the 80s.
Brad Grunberg. Hi,
my glasses.
Brad. Here we go. Here we go.
Get curious. Get curious.
Daisha
When
says
was
I
this?
can watch Sweet
82.
TV for hours because they are the best.
That was
Rosalind said this is better than
1982.
Netflix.
Oh, Naveen says this is better than
And
Netflix.
these are my parents. Look at this, it's falling
There's
apart.
a Tesla. You can
And this,
actually
I
buy a
think, was
car on Amazon.
1976.
That is so crazy. The perfect
Which I'm going to get into
Yes.
on my live.
David
Which
is live
again,
streaming.
go
We
to
got it right up in the
swaytvlive.com
corner. I
and
love
follow.
this.
And I'm going to do all things face today, all things beauty. I do have some tips and tools for the men that are watching. When was this book? Hold on, I think it's 1976. Yep, 1976.
This is fun.
Wow, and these are the books that I want to Your favorite housewife, thank you, recreate. Wouldn't that be fun if it said Eden Sassoon? Beauty for always? Mom, she's coming in the chat. Oh my god!
And Sam's in the chat. Says,
Tyler, you can hear me?
Rocks. Woo,
No, you
We're
can't.
still going.
So
Yeah,
cute.
we
Okay,
don't
so
sleep and
I have a chat
sweat.
behind you.
One of
Look,
the
guys.
best comments I've ever received, ever, hands down.
That is going to start right in a minute or so, and so it's going to be hard to do both. So if you want to go to Sway TV Live and get in that chat, it'll be much better. I am like this because I'm going to do a full face makeover, ready to go out. It's your birthday? Happy birthday! Happy, happy, happy birthday! Yay! We're going to talk about beauty, the Sassoon way, the lifestyle, everything. We're about to go live. Would I consider helping you? Of course, DM me. DM me. I saw that message. That's something my heart is very connected with.
We're here all the time streaming live. We're sharing great products. We're doing great interviews and amazing giveaways. Amazon, we love you, Amazon.
So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
Thank you, Sway TV.
Amazon Live. Woo! I've had such a great time with all of you.
Shop attainment all the time.
It is a girl's dream come true for someone like me to be able to give you dating advice and shopping all in one platform.
We in the house. We having fun. We doing the thing. We swaying.
How did this show turn into like a full-on sing-along? This is fun! We love Sway TV!
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's go. Let's sway. Stay tuned. Woo!
Good evening, afternoon, late afternoon. I am Eden Sassoon, your host at Sway TV on Amazon Live. And today it's the Sassoon way, all things beauty. It's a lifestyle that I've had an honor and privilege to hold very close to my heart for 47 years. I am 47. Is this the right angle, producer Andy? How's my neck? we age. It's a graceful journey. And I'm going to take you through that journey today. And we're going to discuss products. And let me first say that I am not a professional makeup artist. What I share with you on all Sassoon Way lifestyle shows here at Sway TV is the way that I live my life. And I bring the professionals that are the pros in whichever business that we're talking about to be part of that with me, because they somehow changed my life for the better. But today you just get me and what it is that I do before I leave. And it's a process. So for the most part, I'm here cleaned face, which is so out of my comfort zone, so against my ego. How about that? Let's say that for a lack of a better term. That I don't like being on Instagram. I don't like going live. I don't like photos taken of me unless I'm covered. And you will see my skin now to my skin after. Thank God for makeup. Let's just say that. I mean, what? Because I wasn't born with perfect skin. And you know how we all have things that bother us? Well, I can go through and pick apart myself and find something and work on that. And then when that sort of gets to a place where I'm comfortable and happy, I pick something else. And right now I'm on my face, I'm on my skin, and I pick apart all these. It's hyperpigmentation. It's hereditary. I blame my dad for that. And my dad's no longer with us, but I do have something very special to share with everyone today. So I speak of the Sassoon Way and the lifestyle, and it is and will be part of Sway TV Beauty, and hopefully a daily show. I speak of the lifestyle because I was brought up in this lifestyle. And this was in 1976. This book was written in 1976. That's my mother, Beverly, and my father, Vidal. It's called A Year of Health and Beauty. And it's an amazing book. It was definitely written for the 70s. Because, Mom, if you're listening, which I haven't checked the chat yet, you need to rewrite this book for today's day, which I will get to in a moment, because this book was 1982. So before my mom came out with her own beauty book, she and my father did a beauty book in 1976. Now, if we do the timeline on that, I was born in 1973. So I was 3 years old when my parents were living a year of health and beauty. Now, there's everything in this book, from diet to skincare to exercise to what to do. They actually break it down. Whoa, look at my mom. She's amazing. This is her in yoga. I don't know if you can see, but I will show you guys some great pictures. I'll go through this a little bit because it's really fun. And then my mom does, Vidal, or Dad says Vidal on, what the gym teacher taught me. So basically what I'm bringing to you is what my parents did in a book, and I'm bringing it to you through me, through Eden Sassoon at 47, growing up with Beverly and Vidal Sassoon and how they lived their life, which was true health and beauty, ups and downs. You'll see when we get to my mom being on her own in the 80s. So weird and funny, and yet the fact that I'm 47 talking about this, wow. I'm having moments. I do want to read some of this back because you will get some history on why I am the way I am. And my parents are wonderful, wonderful people, just, as most of our parents are. But it's been incredible. And obviously, by no means are we done. But I will continue to share the Sassoon Way. It's a lifestyle, and you can see and tell that I was raised by, what is that saying? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Well, just wait and see. So let's get into these products. Let's get into the fact that I am sitting in my uncomfortable zone with nothing on my face. Which actually, you know what, Michelle, if you're watching, Coach Michelle, that's a big step for me because I cover. I do what we all do with insecurities, and I cover, and you will see why. But I'm proud of myself for sitting here with no makeup on, introducing myself. Thank you for being here and part of the Sassoon Way, and let's just get into it. Excuse me for, it's going to be a little difficult, and at times I might have to put on my glasses because I'm 47 and that's what happens. we do need to give a special shout out and thanks to Felicia for my beautiful candle, The Truth. And as we light it, we set an intention and we speak from our place of truth. So I'm going to leave that here to set. I'm sitting in my place of truth right now with no makeup, sharing with you my tips, which is going to be so fun. Oh, Michelle, you are here. Thank you, thank you. You look amazing. Oh, Mom, hi, Mama. Yay. Louise, thank you, thank you. So I'm excited, and I'm excited that you guys are here. How funny that a screen can actually bring your presence to me. And my heart started pounding, and I actually feel better. And Mom, I'm going to cry. Look. This is my life in a nutshell, and how I got to where I am today. A year of health and beauty with my mother and father, and we'll get into that a little bit. And then my mom, after they got a divorce, and Mom, for the first time in years, I read this back cover, and I think that's why I'm crying, because so much of your story, which obviously I know, but I just read it and really took it in, is who I am. And there's a lot of emotions there. But I love you so much. I love you, love you, love you. And everything that I've learned and who I am today comes from my mom, Beverly. She's incredible. Sorry, this probably is not a good idea. My mom would say, don't cry before you do your makeup. But hey. And my father, Fidel. So, enough of this, tears. Okay, let's do this. So what happens is, and Mom, chime in and tell me when I'm missing some information. But basically, I would wash my face. And since, for purposes of now, I'm not going to. But this is what I choose to use. And again, everything that I use is because I like it. It's beautiful. So this product is for brightening. As I just said, I have hyperpigmentation. So those of you that do have hyperpigmentation, I search and I search and I search, and what helps me? This is one of them. Vitamin C also helps. So we wash. Then I get to my goodie. This is my Miragal. It is, Michelle, explain it. Because it's literally, and we're going to do this together, and I'm not going to take forever because we will be here all night. Look at this, okay? I like a lot, just because Mom might say don't waste the products. But, so if you're feeling dry, or after you wash, this is what I do. And I put my Miragal on, and don't forget your neck, because as we age, this whole area, as you can see, is all freckly, which most of you would say, stay out of the sun, use your sunblock, which I did learn from my mom. And had I listened to her when I was, say, 5, oh, Cheryl, you showed up. Thank you, beautiful woman. Thank you, thank you. Cheryl, just a shout out because you're incredible. She hopefully will be on with me one day too, because we work on these sessions and we do hypnosis, and it goes deep, and it's a healing process that is also part of the Sassoon way, my lifestyle. And since we did our first session, I kid you not, my life has changed. That heavy weighted, lonely, childlike girl really got into this session and just came alive, and it was lifted. Okay, back to Miragal. Yay! So I don't know if you can see how hydrated my skin is right now. Now, I like a lot of hydration, okay? So, and I brought many, many, many different things here. And again, those of you that are watching, if you have information that you want to try to add in, please do in the chat. This, when I'm feeling extra dry, is incredible. As you can tell, I've used a lot, so I'm dry. Mom, what is that about? Why am I so dry? Is this me sort of starting? And Dr. Sherry Ross, if you're around, let me know. Is this perimenopause, premenopause? What's going on? Because it changes, guys. And most of you ladies that are watching are my age. So we all know, wow. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. And I feel like just kind of putting it around my eyes. Sometimes I do go around my mouth because when I do put on my concealer and foundation, for me it's dry and it kind of gets in the cracks. So, and never waste product. Whatever's left on your hands, as mom taught me, I use for the top of my hands because we get, the aging process doesn't stop any part of your body. All right, so I've conditioned, I've oiled, I've moisturized my skin, and I'm ready to go. Now, what do you think the first thing? Someone tell me what's the first thing we should do right now. Who knows? I'm going to wait for you to answer whether you're on my Instagram. And if you are on my Instagram, please go to swaytvlive.com so I can find you on the chat, and it'll be much easier for me to look in one place. Besides the fact this writing is so small and I can't see you. Oh, I'm not holding, you're right, I'm not holding products up to this camera because I am in this camera. So join me there, please. Hi, Jennifer Deputy, I see you on my Instagram. Can you come over to swaytvlive.com and join in the chat? Okay, so Mom with Moxie, you want me to blot away the excess. I'm happy to blot away the excess. Normally I don't, but yes, that makes sense. So right now, for purposes of this, I have Kleenex. As you will see in my list of goodies, there are blotting papers there. So you can go through and sort of just blot it out a little. I like to keep, I love that dewy look. I just do. Some people like it really a matte finish and lots of powder. But I love just feeling like kind of a glow. So we'll get to that. Okay. Coming. Okay, I'm trying to go back and forth, but you guys, again, Sway TV Live, join me there so I can see you. Okay, so we would blot, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. Beth, do you know? Mom, Michelle, Cheryl said foundation, close, one step away. And I'm going to give you a clue in a moment. But you guys, how are you missing this? Didn't your mothers tell you at a very young age, don't go out without sunblock? All right, so I could put on, and it is in my list of products, just a sunblock, which I don't have here because I am obsessed, because of my hyperpigmentation, with sunblock with a tint in it. Moisturizer, sunblock. Yay, Mom, sunscreen. See? Mom always knows. Louise knows. There we go. Michelle knows. So in the cart, you'll see tons you can choose from. I have to cover my face so you can see the product. And I'm going to try to do this the best I can. Kiehl's is always a great product. But all these that I'm showing you are sunblock, sunscreen with a tint because of the issues that I have. So today I'm going to use the La Roche, right? Hold on, am I pronouncing it correctly? And I can't even see it. I'm not, but you can, so you know. It's the CC cream and it's tinted. Now with this I'm going to use my hands. I did wash my hands before. They are clean, so make sure you stay sanitized. I mean, I don't always. I try to. Okay. So we're going to do the sunscreen. I would imagine my mom would say go lightly. She would want me to pat. She doesn't want me pulling on my skin. Again, those of you that know, go in the chat and speak the knowledge. Let's share. We're together in. We're in on this together is what I'm saying. Okay. Yay, Mom. Yay. Okay. You like the dewy look? Oh, we're good. Mom, we're calling you soon. We're bringing you in on this chat. She's got all the tips. All right. So that's it. That was easy, right? It gave me a little sort of smooth over before I get to the next steps. Ah, Mama, she's loving it. And again, we're going to get to this. So whenever you need me to like stop doing my face so I can get rid of all my brown spots, which I'm trying to do as quick as possible, we can get to the tips and tools that my mom wrote in Beauty for Always, Beverly Sassoon. And prior to that, oh my God, you guys, I can't believe this book. This book is 1976. So I'm 47. So that was 3 years ago. So it would have been what? 44 years old? What? And of course, this is the 80s. I mean, look at that. Although, Susie, if you're on here, I think you have a top, a blouse just like this. Susie, if you're here, I think she does. Welcome back, 80s. Okay, that sunscreen is taken care of. Again, don't forget your neck. I didn't do that. And your chest, because these brown spots and sun damage, we don't want extra wrinkles. And to be quite honest, if you could, go back, go up, get your ears. I noticed a little spot. I'm not sure. Obviously, as we get older, we forget to use the sunblock on our ears. And it's really important that we cover because, truth be told, skin cancer grows. So cover it all up. Then I'm going to take my concealer. Now I have two. And they're in my cart. Different ones are in the cart. Oh, my mom's blushing. Oh, Jen, you're all talking. Yay. Jen, Deputy, is that you? Gorgeous Beverly. I think I'm trying to follow along. Okay, so let's go to concealer. I'm going to first use this. We're going to do this a little bit quicker because we will be here all day. So since I have a lot of brown spots, as you can see them, hyperpigmentation, what should I call them actually? Let's get into that. Michelle, my coach, Cheryl, how do I speak nicely and speak love into these beautiful, beautiful added colors on my face? What I would give for clean, clear skin. Those of you that have it, oh my God, be so grateful. So you know what? I might use a little more than I should, but because I'm so insecure and because, I said it, because I'm so insecure about these spots, I do. So as time goes on and that insecurity goes away, I maybe I won't, but for now, that's that. With this on my skin, I could go to and use a brush, or I could use the sponge. So we're gonna use the sponge. This is the one that's in my cart. Is this a good look or what? I love it. I feel like we need music. I need some coffee here. This is fun. Join in. Mom kisses, son kisses, Cheryl. Oh, I'm imperfectly perfect. Did you just read my tattoo? Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. Do you see I write notes on my body so I can remember that I'm perfectly imperfect? So that's perfect. Thank you. Okay, so the concealer is on. And here I'm going to just start to gently, right, Mom? Gently. We're going to just sort of work our way. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to speak love into my hyperpigmentation. And you know what? The more time you give yourself, ladies, you don't have to feel stressed. Granted, we could probably all do this in our sleep. Be very gentle around the eyes, unless you want my doctor's number, which, by the way, he's incredible. And those of you that follow me on Instagram and that are now here watching and talking, you know Dr. Ben. And I have no shame, and I have nothing to hide. So, was it 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago? Almost 3 years? 2.5 years ago. Dr. Ben wanted a client that he could do half a facelift on. And they wanted that client to be able to show the entire process on TV. Now, what do you think I said? Please choose me. Because I wanted to represent a group of women that hide, just like I do with my brown spots. 2.5 years ago. Thank you, Jen. She was with me. How much fun was that? She came to all the post appointments, the healing. It was so fun. We had the best time. I wanted to represent women who have the same insecurities I have with my brown spots and don't like to leave the house without covering them. When it comes to, let's just be real, plastic surgery. Now, I'm not blaming anybody for me choosing to do plastic surgery, but it's how I was raised. There are certain things that if you don't like about yourself, you tweak them, and you use the tools that we have. So obviously living in Beverly Hills, we have tons of incredible doctors that can tweak your face. So, and I will show on my Instagram, and those of you that follow me know this, all this skin was soft, was more wrinkly, was dragging, and it was time. I love you, producer Andy. Thank you. See, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. Where did I learn that, Mom?
Available on Amazon.
Oh my God, yes. Don't forget, we have all the Sway TV. What are we calling it now? Swag. We have all the Sway TV swag on Amazon.
Cover your face with that.
Hold on, let me cover my face.
No, just put it
That's what. See? My morning mug. It's afternoon. All the swag is up and on Amazon. And we're going to do a live Zoom for those of you that have the hoodie. So get your hoodies now because, oh my God, it's going to be a fun hoodie party, right, Michelle? Michelle, by the way, has a show on Wednesdays from 3 to 5 called Navigating Life. And if you want to go back and see any of the episodes, you can go to swaytvreplay.com because she's my coach and she's super powerful. And we set intentions and within sometimes minutes, hours, they just fall in our lap. We do breath work. We do so much that when we're together, Tyler, yay! Not my son Tyler, guys, but Ty's here, Tyler, and he's my buddy. Ty, we're doing makeup today. Do you want to stay? Stay and join the chat. Tyler's my friend. Ty, are you 17 or 18?
18.
He's 18. He's super fun, great. He actually won the giveaway for producer Andy gave away a PS5, and Tyler was one of the winners because he worked so hard to get it, and he got it. And he's just a good guy. Thank you, Tyler, for being here. Now stay and watch me do my makeup. And ask fun questions. I'd like to see what an 18-year-old boy thinks of women in their 40s with skin problems. Okay, hold on. Train of thought, guys, and keep me going because my train of thought gets off track. Okay, so I did my concealer. Now what I do, and tell me what you would do next, but I have the process because, and by that I'm saying, what is it that you guys do at home? So we did sunscreen. Well, first I did my Miragal, then we did my sunscreen, and then I did my concealer. But because I struggle with these hyperpigmentations, I am gonna go back over them with another sort of concealer foundation that's super powerful and one of my favorite products, actually. This brush is for the concealer foundation. And I'm just going to start going over, and you can talk to me while I'm doing this. I'm going to start going over the spots deeper because there's going to come a time where you might not be able to see them anymore. Well, you will a little, but at least I won't be as insecure and I'll be able to go out of the house feeling great. It's funny because, you know, they say, who's they? I guess this goes back to if you don't look good, we don't look good. That was my dad's, my mom's, their tagline, you know, for the Sassoon, for his company, Vidal Sassoon. If you don't look good, we don't look good. So I think in today's day, we could take that in so many different ways. Remember, always be careful around the eyes. Go gently. Is that more of a something, Mom, and you're here, was that something that on the outside, if you don't look good, we don't look good? So if your hair isn't done right, because my dad would always laugh at me because my hair was always a mess. And
Let's call her up and find out.
it's, Mom, should we get you on the phone right now? I think so. Oh, my phone. You guys, those of you that are on it, hi, T.O. What's up, buddy? T.O.'s here. You guys, if you don't follow T.O., you know who he is. Football. Oh, you have a wine now. I'm sober. But those of you that do drink, he has a wine. T.O., you know what? We're going to get you on the Sassoon way. You're gonna come on, cause you came. You're gonna what? No, we're going to. Let me know your schedule, buddy. But you guys, follow T.O. Get his wine. I mean, I love that a professional, incredible football player created his own wine, and you seem like to have your hands in everything right now. I love it. Okay, back to the face. Sorry, I love that you're here. You guys on the phone, go to swaytvlive.com and follow, because I'm going to get off my Instagram right now because I'm calling my mom because I need her help with the rest of my face. All right? So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. It's going to be natural. You are absolutely right. Go to swaytvlive.com and hit the follow button, right? And watch, join the chat. Make sure, okay, so you go in and you hit it, join the chat. You'll see like watch now, and then you go over to chat, and then everything is going to come up right here. Hey, everyone's saying hi, T.O. Oh, Michelle Mitchell says hi. You'll come up right there. Can you see? Or am I doing it the wrong way? There you go. See? And it's going to be so much easier. So, oh.
Show behind the scenes.
Don't show behind the scenes? Oh, look it. Look it. It's all happening here. Oh, there's the chat. So get on to swaytvlive.com and let's do this together, all right? Thank you for showing up, but go there so we can continue to talk. We're going to call my mom, so don't miss this conversation. Everybody follow T.O. Okay, let me download this. Mom, you ready? Okay, wait, so how about alcohol-free wine? You know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I just haven't. I think that if I'm going to, I guess what I do on vacation sometimes, and you know, everyone has their own way of doing things in the program. So you're not supposed to drink non-alcoholic beers, but every now and then, depending on the situation, I might. But I'm sort of in that lifestyle of, why am I going to drink this high caloric drink? Whereas before, the alcohol actually had an effect. But why would I have non-alcoholic wine and or a beer when the calories are high and I'll have to work them off tomorrow? This is how my mind thinks. I would rather just drink water or green tea, iced tea. Mom, get ready. So producer Andy, do I just call her and it'll work? Put you on speaker. Hold on. I might need my glasses. This is the longest face I've ever done. I'm enjoying it. If I could see. Sorry, guys, I have to put my glasses on. We're going to come back to that concealer. Oh, here we go. This is why my kids make fun of me. Because I can't Mom, where are you? There you are. Here we go. Speaker.
Hello.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, baby.
Yay.
I'm watching.
She's watching and she's on the phone.
To T.O.
Oh, say hi to T.O. Maybe he's back on we'll go out with him. Okay, you guys, can you hear my mom?
Tell her to turn off the Amazon.
We met before. Just saying hi. That's all.
Mom, put your Amazon either down because I'm on the phone with you, because we can hear a little feedback. Just because I have her here, let's do this right now, and then we can get into the rest of my face in a minute. How am I doing with my face, Mom? Mom? Oh my God, do I look like my mom? I don't know. This is her in the 80s. Mom.
Is that me better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
I just can't see you. That's all. That's fine.
Wait, did you turn
the mute off.
No. No, don't go out because I want you to be able to see because I need you.
You can mute the audio.
Just turn the volume down.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Keep talking. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. Well, I was asking if I look like you in the 80s. Oh, Michelle, you think I look like... Oh, Michelle says hi, Mom. Louise says hi. Oh, you're all on the chat. I don't need to do that. Jen, oh, you're only here for me, but you love great makeup and luxury. Yeah, you do. Well, and now you like T.O.'s wine. Go ahead and get on his Instagram and order some. I know it. I love it. Do it. Okay. So, Mom, you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, she's listening.
Hang on, I'm not back on yet, but go ahead. I'm working on it.
So again, because I have to, you guys, I just have to, because this is the way I was raised. This is the book that my parents wrote in 76. I was born in 73. Look how cute they are. Oh, Mom, you and Dad are so cute. Oh, you you and Dad were so cute.
It's showing its age. It's a little crinkly. And you do the whole show you're doing today. You're talking about skincare and makeup. But skincare in particular is, we do at about a certain age, like your girl's age, you're in the 40s, we start to get a little crinkly and wrinkly. And there are lots of things that we can do to kind of hold off the aging process. But I think part of it is like at some point we just embrace it. You're so honest and forthright about what you do in your life. I'm proud of you. I'm not sure that a lot of us have that ability to be as straightforward as you are.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I love you. But you wrote all your tips and tools in books that people get to read. And I think, I don't know how I got to just be so honest, because I feel like if I'm going to do something, I almost not feel a responsibility, like a pressure or something in a negative way, but something very positive, that I get to share that experience with others, because so many women just need someone to hold their hand through an experience. So after I did, and you were part of that, Mom, go to Dr. Ben, I call him Dr. B, I shared obviously the entire surgery with the world or whoever was watching, and then on my Instagram. I don't know. I actually enjoyed it because every day, I guess what was more scary was after the fact. Every day the swelling and how I looked, and I was the black and blue, which relatively speaking, I healed really quickly, right? And it wasn't that bad, but I'll tell you the amount of women that were engaging and that thanked me for that, and that actually went to him or still go to him, and ask me questions of how to prep, and they're nervous, and I tell them, you're not alone, you can reach out to me, I'm here, I can talk to you. It's just as if it's that sense of trust where, oh, she did it, and I don't know, it feels really good.
It's not only women, Ethan. I mean, a lot of
that
guys
you're absolutely
are taking advantage of Botox injections or filler, or obviously people want to look younger. I think that when your dad and I did this book, because like you said, it's 1976, and we were really fortunate. You look so pretty. I'm looking at you. Even leave your glasses on so you can see, baby.
Thanks, Mom.
No, it was in 76, and we were it was just ahead of the time that Richard Simmons, when he
oh my God,
well-known.
Yeah.
We were before Jane Fonda, when she came out with all of her exercise videos and stuff. So it was a lifestyle that we'd been practicing since we'd first met. So we felt we were lucky. It was the third best-selling book in the United States, and then it was translated into multiple different languages around the world. And we had a great time talking about it and promoting it. Your dad was 18 years older than I was, so we had a male perspective about health and beauty and fitness, and we had a female perspective.
But that's interesting. So
yeah, it was a little younger, so
yeah.
I could afford to be a little looser with my opinions. He was a little more dogmatic, and it was a wonderful experience. And the fact that it's still here and you're holding it up today, that's kind of wild.
Because I told you, oh, it's so wild. And then your own personal book, which I want to get to too. I told you I've been dying for, let's change my words. I've been really wanting and wishing to rewrite this book that my parents wrote through my eyes as their daughter, in today's day, where it's obviously so different than it was in 1976, which I told you last week, Mom, and Michelle and Cheryl, and now all of you that are here with us, I'm going to start that.
That would be exciting. I would love to do something like that with you. It'd be thrilling. We'd have a different perspective, because obviously...
That's what I was going to ask.
You are. There, you can see in that photograph. Oh my goodness, the girl with the gray hair.
I was like, wait, do I look like my mom? And Gina says, no, you look like your dad. I know. My mom got that beautiful skin I'm talking about. And guess whose skin I got? My dad's. And hold on, everyone in my family is 5'8" and above. Guess whose height I got?
Grandma Tilly.
My mom's mom. So I tell them that I'm the runt of the litter, and I say it in a cute way, because, I mean, hello. First of all, when and if you meet my mom, or when you meet my mom at 75, she is stunning. She was stunning here in 76. She was stunning in 82. Welcome to the 80s. And she's still in 1982.
Okay.
No, you're not yet 82, Mom.
No, I get it.
But I guarantee you, at 82, you will still be stunning. Oh my God. I have my mom's eyes. I do, Louise? Really? Mom, do I? Oh, you know what? Maybe I do, Mom. A little bit.
I think so.
But,
I think so. But whatever it is, whoever's, you have you.
Oh.
You're just a beautiful person, and I think that's what so many people connect with, and it's your honesty and your straightforwardness, as well as your beauty. So
see, I love her, and she says this, and I see what everyone's saying. What, honey?
Their dad was so handsome. Yeah.
Dad was so handsome.
Well, now that we're just complimenting everybody, tell us more about what's the next step that you're going to do with your makeup.
You're so cute. I was going to say, like, my mom will compliment. Oh, Beverly is so pretty. She is so pretty. So now that I'm doing my makeup, see how she got back to that? Because some days I'll go out. This is what happens. And she is deep and wonderful and loves me. And I know this for a fact, which I do want to read the back of this really quickly. I try to keep getting to that, but it hits me in a place, and you'll realize why. She'll be like, Eden, maybe you don't want to go out looking like this, or Eden, maybe you don't want to share that picture with the world. And sometimes I'm like, oh, who gives a, and other times I'm like, maybe she's right. But as you know what, Mom, and I'm telling you this now, as I'm aging, and we all say that as we get older. Oh my God, our mom really comes into, our ears and in our head, like, oh my God, you as a kid, I don't want to be like my mom. And now I'm like, wait, I want to be like my mom. I want to be just like my mom. So I remember all these things. Don't leave the house with, she just always presents herself with such beauty and grace and class, where I'm definitely more of a free spirit and will walk out looking like a big, pick a word, Mom. Disheveled, beautiful.
So cute. However you walk out, you look great. I loved your look the other day with the hoodie and the hair and the chopsticks in your hair. I thought, oh my gosh, what is she doing with the chopsticks in her hair?
So those of you that are just watching our Sway TV, I usually have our Zulai chopsticks, and they have multi-purposes. So I take one and I wrap my hair up and I stick it in, and then I can pull it out. I don't know. I think it's just really fun. So every time I do it, not today, but a Sassoon way, they're like, where are the chopsticks? Where are the chopsticks? So that's.
I have a question. All the products that you're talking about today.
Yes.
Can they be found on the carousel? Is that?
Yes, and yes. I sent them all to producer Andy, and he put them all up there. There might be a few that are not, and you can always ask. Oh, look, my favorite. Louie, where are you, Louie? So these are the chopsticks, and maybe after I take this band out of my head and we can get to, oh my God, Mom, I can put a chopstick in my hair, which will be fun. So, Mom, remember we were just talking about this product?
Yeah, my memory's still good.
Yeah, I think that was yesterday, right? So, and I can't pronounce it. How do you pronounce it? Gouache?
Gua sha. I found out about that. This is showing you the different generations. The other day I was talking to, apparently it's a very popular thing to do with your skin lately. I have a 15-year-old granddaughter named Bella.
So this is my brother's daughter.
Me about this particular, it's a rose quartz stone, and you use it on your skin to kind of energize, and she looked so beautiful while she was, and it's stress relieving. And I actually ordered one because of my 15-year-old granddaughter, and then now you're looking at my
your 47-year-old daughter.
I'm going to learn more about it.
Well, no, so my mom brought this up to me, and I had always sort of like resisted for some reason, for no reason other than just I haven't gotten into them, these products. And so my mom was like, I'm buying this. Bella was using it. She looks so beautiful. So Michelle actually was over, and we Googled them. And my mom had just bought me one. Well, click to a few hours later, a friend of mine sent this to me. And
sent it to you today.
That was yesterday. Oh, see, I have 2. Go figure. But it actually explains what all the curves are for. I would imagine, and I could be wrong, that this would be, right, Mom, along the jawline.
It's also over your. But I think what we need to do is work on it first. You and I talk about how you use it, and then we can share. Because obviously I've just received mine today, so I can't be a pro. I just know that it looked like a kind of a wonderful, relaxing and
rose quartz.
15-year-old, what's not going to look good on her skin?
I know Bella, my niece, is beautiful, and so anything she does looks amazing. But she was using these, and of course, I love the fact that we are energy and we are in this human form. But when you're using a slab of rose quartz, which represents, excuse my manicure, love, that's an incredible intention to actually have and let your mind sort of process and take in with those thoughts as you're sort of rubbing, or what would the word be? Not rubbing, Mom, but using this on your face for better circulation. And my mom's going to actually come on with me one day, or we'll Zoom, and we can both use this product and show you. And maybe for the older generation, which not old, well, you are older than me, she'll do a lot of her tips, and she's so full of knowledge. I mean, it's almost frightening. You could sit and listen to her for hours. Whereas when I was young, I was like, oh my God, more? She'd be like, let's go buy products. Let's get you started on Clarins when I was like 14. Wash your face, the mani-pedi. I mean, which is, thank you, because I'm so grateful for it now.
It's never too early to start taking care of yourself, and you certainly don't want to stop at any stage in life.
No.
But tell me what your next step is here, because I want to see that you and I are just
we're chatting. Okay, so at this point, Mom, I go through and I look for any sort of more red is what I do, and I'll get under the creases of my nose. I did do my eyes, so make sure I do get some circles under here. Pat it lightly, and on top of the eyelid. Now remember, I did.
Is that a concealer you're using?
Yes.
A concealer?
This is did you say powdered? I don't think
powdered?
No, I think it's probably more of an oil based.
Oh, okay, yes, I see it.
Because the brush, which is incredible. So, depending on your skin type, right, Mom, where will you put concealer? I, again, have these spots everywhere, so I will go through. Which, Mom, by the way, this one's a little lifted. I'm going to have to go get it frozen off to see and check the cells. Wonder where that came from, Dad.
Uh-oh.
It's life. It happens, but it's better that we talk about it and we share. And if you guys notice any sort of lifted, rough spots that are of a different color on your face or ears or anywhere on your body for that matter,
Everybody should have a complete body scan at least once a year to check and see, especially now that you hear so much about skin cancer.
Yeah.
So it's not just for older people, it's for younger people as well. So
I agree. And
make sure, because it's not a good thing to ignore, to overlook.
No, I actually had a friend, see, I'm getting back here, call me a little nuts, but I do have some spots back here. So if you can see them, great. If not, too bad. But I will go through and sort of, I hope no one that I'm interested in or is watching this, because now they know the truth.
That's the problem with being too honest.
Right? But what do you do, Susie? Yay, Susie showed up. Suze, what was it that I have that? I can't remember where it is, Suze, but I just called you out. I love you. Stay here with us. I'm on the phone with my mom. We're going through all the tips and beauty and the Sassoon way. Okay, so here, Louise is talking about skin cancer. Yeah, being too honest. But what do you do if you're not honest and you start dating this person and yet he thinks your skin looks beautiful because we're sitting here and we go through this whole process and we leave the house.
I hope that he missed this show.
Or you hope he's old enough that he can't see. So when you get home and wash your face,
he needs glasses.
What do they do nowadays? Like in your book that you wrote in 82, today I think it would be funny because women come home, they take off their fake eyelashes, they unclip their extensions, all these things are happening. You're not even the same person as you are when you left the house.
But it's been that way since the beginning of time. There was an amazing movie done many years ago. I think it was called Divorce American Style. Ooh. And there was a huge scene, and that was back in the 60s, where the husband and wife came out from a night out on the town, and she sat down and she took off the eyelashes, she took off the hairpieces, she took off everything just came, and they just kept talking like it was totally, and it is very normal and natural.
It is.
It's who you are, what counts. It's,
right.
It's not, you know.
You know what? I love that you just actually said that, and that for those of you that are listening with us, Susie says hi, Mom.
Hey, baby.
Yes, do not forget sunscreen on your hands, on the back of your hands, your necks, your arms. Yes, and that I have a comment to make too. Because I guess if we had the conversation, not just women in a group kind of getting ready and talking about when we come home, if you have clip-ins or the eyelashes or whatever it may be, what if, and I know my mom's going to think I'm absolutely nuts, but it was more of a male-female social group, because men go through these problems where they want, not problems, but aging, and they want Botox and they hide it. But what if we as women actually spoke out loud and talked about our feelings or insecurities, and men look, because they know that someone has extensions. They know that maybe, the eyelash. They know all this, but it's not talked about. So they're living in this facade of what their eyes are seeing. But the truth is, okay, my hair isn't that long, let's say, my eyelash, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. So if we were able to talk about it and realize, like, oh, honey, I'm getting ready, and, I'm clipping in my hair for the night, like, and it was kind of acceptable.
I think it depends on the stage of the relationship, too.
That's true.
If you take away some of the mystery in the very beginning,
see?
That's kind of, I don't know. I believe in, it's like you said,
you're right.
The quote in the back of the book, and I believe in having a little bit of mystery about.
She does.
But after a while, when the person really likes you for your soul,
it doesn't matter
your
anymore.
Spirit, then forget, they don't care either. So let's not even think
right.
about that.
But that's interesting. So again, Beverly Sassoon says to keep a little bit of mystery when you first start dating someone, which I've been single for 8 years. Let's be real. That's that's too much mystery. It's way too much.
I think a lot of women can relate, especially after. I don't know. I understand that a lot of people are dating even though there's a pandemic. I mean, I read a huge article recently in the New York Times about online dating or meeting people.
I'm a pro.
And,
well, not really.
During this particular time, I think I'm not sure how you do it, but it is being done. So.
I know firsthand how to do it. I mean, it is. It's obviously with technology and the way that we can connect with people, whether it's through social media or specific dating places, apps. It's easy. It's actually fun. I mean, you actually do find people in a state of where we all need that connection, and we all are feeling somewhat, lonely, or that excitement of the constant go, or out to dinner, or people, and getting ready, and getting dressed up, which is not my thing anymore. We've sort of lost. So I think more and more people are connecting online, and it's kind of fun. I mean, you really get to. I've made some friends, and a lot of them are in the chat right now, Mom. Through, like, Louise lives in Australia. We talk every day, and we get to see each other through whether we're online or she's watching, or we leave a lot of voice, back and forth, DMs through the voice. A lot of people on Clubhouse, which I don't know if you know about yet, but that's a social platform as well. And
no, I think my age group, we're not as into that. I have to tell you, when you go on a dating, I don't even know the names of the sites, the Match.com kind of website, and they ask you to put in an age range. They don't have an age range for my friends.
They do. It's like 70 and above. But you're so beautiful, you could do like 65 and above.
Watching the younger people date and have a wonderful time, and I understand that's how we meet people, or how you meet people nowadays. It's just not how we met people years ago. Keep going, baby girl.
No, it's definitely a different way of meeting people, but it does work. It really does, and it can be really fun. Or even just new friends. I mean, it sounds weird, but You actually meet a bunch of wonderful people. Okay, so, yeah, she wants me to keep going. My mom, wait, I definitely need this dating advice. Yes, my mom is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to many different topics, and especially in 2021, maybe how we live our life, where she just told me, keep some mystery, which I feel like I used to keep no mystery, any mystery, and now I have way too much mystery. So there's a fine balance with that. Let's see. Oh, that's right, Cheryl. Cheryl met the love of her life online. She's absolutely right, and she's closer to your age, Mom. And he's wonderful. I met Bob, an incredible architect. He does many different resorts, and they're wonderful, and they met online. Yes, that's right.
That's the way to do it nowadays. I mean, it's how you meet people today, because you just, there are certain people like myself where, I don't go to bars, so I certainly wouldn't meet anybody at a bar. The way to do it is to meet on the websites and have people that are vetted, and so you can at least meet somebody that has similar interests. Oh, look at this, Cheryl. I think that is so Beverly. Oh, he's my age. Oh,
yeah, he's. If he
has any friends.
Oh, Cheryl, see, now you're going to set up my mom because she doesn't want to be set up. But Cheryl, you are the perfect person to set up my mom. And Bob is wonderful. Mom, you have to come to lunch with us. They're amazing, incredible people. Oh, so Michelle is so mysterious. She wants to start wearing red lipstick. Cheryl, they're talking to you. Oh, yay. So, okay, we need to make that happen, Cheryl. And careful, Mom. Be careful what you ask for, because Cheryl is very powerful. Very, very powerful. Yay, that makes me happy. Okay, so now in this process of getting ready, which I wouldn't leave the house looking like this, right? Maybe. No.
Maybe not yet, but if you take any longer, you'll be going out for breakfast.
I know, right? Susie, I actually saw that. Susie, yes, come out to dinner, meet producer Andy and I. We're going to go somewhere, so meet us. I know you heard me, because you'll answer in a minute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, which I could go a number of different ways, and Mom, maybe you tell me. So I would put on my foundation, but because I am still very insecure about my spots, I would go over it with one more layer before I hit my foundation. But, I could just say that out loud, but I think we should do it. You know what? Forget it. So this might not be in the cart, but this is what I use. So it's another, and I do use it with my hands. I can use it with the sponge, but we'll start with my fingertips. And now, if you see, can you see the thickness right here? Yes, you can, because you see my fingertips. So I will go through and go over. Back in the day, I wasn't so comfortable with so much makeup, Mom. Remember? I was like such those sort of...
Yeah, very natural.
Very natural, but I still try to do my makeup very natural, and you all can be the judge of that after. But maybe it was being on that show on Prime, like that I got used to being covered up. But then
on the Housewives?
Yeah, she said it out loud. Yeah, on the Housewives, I felt like I needed a lot of makeup to sort of fit in, because I felt like my being and my persona was a lot younger, and that's not me being negative or mean, because I'm not going to do that. But I did feel like I needed a lot of makeup to sort of act as if and put on that persona. And then there came a time where I said, no more. I can't handle this. I don't want anyone touching my face. I don't want this makeup on my skin. I took off, even for the most part, gift from my mom, Apple Watch. I took off all my jewelry and my gold, and I said, I'm just done. I don't want any of it. Where now I think I'm finding sort of a happy medium, right, Mom? I feel like
you're becoming who you really are. I like what Mark just said.
What did he say? Oh, hi, Mark. Mom, you might.
Beauty shines from within and surrounds you like good lighting. I like that. Good lighting is really important.
Good lighting. That's a whole nother conversation we're going to have one day with my mom.
You're right. Obviously Mark knows what he's talking about. It's obviously something to enhance your beauty and not when you meet somebody, you don't say, wow, what a beautiful woman. You don't say, wow, look at her makeup.
No, yesterday the doctor.
You don't want something to be as obvious as
Right, but then again, when they see me without makeup, they'll be like, well, because at that point you're right, they see the inner beauty. So that's an interesting conversation too. Like, the inner beauty shines, and you're absolutely right. But at what point do the eyes fool you or somebody to look at the imperfections. And I know in our subconscious mind or unconscious mind, it is about that energy and that beauty that resonates. But in our mind's eye, we've been trained in ways, especially, living in LA and growing up with Beverly and Vidal, to see certain things. Now, I don't judge other people like this because I can look at someone and find their beauty truly from within. My eyes don't go to this place. And I'm not saying that I'm not judgmental because I'm human and I have my moments.
There you go. Guys, where's the $50 gift card? Yay.
Oh, who is this? They want a giveaway? I can't see. The guys, where's the $50 gift card? Is there the guy? I love that. First of all, the guy. What is your first name? The. And your middle name's Guy? Last name Sway? The Guy Sway? Okay. You must email. They're having a whole chat. I can't see all that. Oh, Mom. Okay, so Cheryl says it's all energy. This is true. So I guess maybe for me to sort of just get out of my head about it is just to truly let my energy, who I am, shine and not care. But then I go back to not wearing makeup, and then my skin is an issue. So what do I do, Mom?
Well, I think you just kind of continue to be you, because there's certain things that I think you're beautiful. I think you're too hard on yourself, but that's another show, another discussion, baby.
And we'll get there too.
The inner critic, as Cheryl said. Hi, Carlos. Hey.
Oh, say hi. Yes, Mom's saying hi to everyone.
I think he's right. Men love confidence in women, and that's when somebody
Carlos.
steps into a room and you say, people get the feeling that, hey, I feel good about myself. That's a beautiful woman. That's the definition of beauty, is feeling good about who you are. It's not what we cover up the spots with.
So we all know that the beauty industry is multi-million-dollar industry, and obviously for obvious reasons. So of course there's that part of me that would love to just never touch any of this, although it's so fun. Again, and be that, she's gonna laugh at me, that sort of hippie with no shoes running around with no makeup, hair on top of my head, or not washed for a couple of days and flowing, and that would be amazing because I could do that 100%. But that's not the life we live, That's
even with there's a story that I share with some of my friends about you, and I remember you saying to me at one point years ago, and this was before you had children, and you had all these amazing 4-inch heels.
Oh my God, I remember the story. Oh no.
And I had a pair of flats on, and he looked at me and said, I can't believe you're wearing flats, Mom. And after 2 kids, the next thing I turn around, I see her, and she's wearing Birkenstocks. So we do change during the course of the
Oh, Mom, I remember this conversation. Or she'd wear those little kitty heels, and I would be in my 6-inch, 8-inch, right, Mom? Like just heels.
But you joined me eventually.
Yeah, and I would rock them. I'm like, oh.
What's up now? Is this face ever going to get finished?
I'm working on it as you're talking. So this is the foundation, guys, because we're gonna multitask now. So I do put the foundation on my hand because I do have hyperpigmentation or age spots, whatever you want to call them, on my hands. I put the foundation here and I use a brush, and now I will go over everything that I've just done with somewhat of a darker color.
Hey, Coco.
Coco, I love you, Coco. See, Coco is another friend, Mom, that I met virtually.
I saw Coco on the show a couple days ago.
Yes, she's super wonderful. She came into...
Coco asked that she's the horse person, right?
Yep, she's the horse whisperer. She's amazing. Super, super, super special, powerful woman. And we are in this together. She shares... something in
Okay, so the guy just said he sent the email. So is that something that you know? Do you know about that? Because I'm just reading. I'm being eyes for you for a moment.
Thank you. I love you. My mom is my assistant here at Shop Sway TV. Beauty. She's going to. We're going to have Beverly and Sassoon Sway TV Beauty. By the way, did you see how I just spoke that into existence?
That would be just thrilling for everybody. They've heard it all I have to offer today.
No, that is not true.
She's got. What the email is? Tell me.
I would imagine that. Carlos, are you saying email? Did you say I send you guys email? Do you want to send an email? I think that's what he's talking about. And
No, it says iMail both times, but that's okay. So there's send it again for Sway TV.
I think
with the gift.
I think I read. I don't know if it was the gift card or somebody said they had a product that they wanted to send.
SwayTV.com.
Yeah, that's the email. So guys, that's the email. So something's going on, and producer Andy's taking care of it. I'm not sure. Sometimes people write in like, "How can I send you my product?" So, all right. So
well, that's exciting. Can people actually send you products to be shown?
Yes,
I'm a novice at all this. I just started watching.
I just got a big box of products, guys, which I think they know that I'm hard on my feet because I exercise a lot, and I'm not. It's gonna sound weird, but with my running shoes, I'm not a big sock person. So they sent me this box of incredible products, which I'm gonna do on a beauty day just for feet. All feet stuff, Mom. Like there were.
That's a really important part of our self-care routine. Hi, who's DHM85? Asking what you're applying.
What does he say? What did he say?
Just tuned in. What are you
okay,
applying?
So here we are. Okay, guys.
Send it again right now, so we need to refer to the.
I'm gonna go back a little bit and tell you what we're doing here, because you're seeing this crazy lady who's wonderful talking to her mother. That would be me, wonderful. On the phone. Which, by the way, we're going to go back because I love this, Mom, and I haven't even read the back because it's going to make me cry again. We're doing, it's the Sassoon way. It's a lifestyle. My mom's on the phone. She's, of that generation. I am 47. I have a daughter. My brother has a daughter. So there's many women in this family that kind of, it's been passed down in ways, although my daughter could be the furthest thing, right, Mom? At this point, mark my words, she's almost 16. She wears no makeup. I wonder how often she brushes her hair, but she does. She showers and brushes her hair. But she's a full-on, what do you call it?
She's a natural beauty.
There you go.
DHM85 wants to know what you're applying. The guy said he sent the email again. Did we get it? Or is that something we're supposed to look at? Because I don't know. Obviously, I'm at home.
He's sending it. We'll shop. Andy's on there responding to the guy. So.
And Dawn just said, "Hello, sugar. I didn't know you were."
Hi, Dawn. I posted it. You guys, when you want to know, I usually post an hour or two before on my Instagram when I'm going on, and I'm happy to. I'm going to share that for a long time. Okay, so let's go back. I'm doing my foundation now. So I did. What?
I'm still talking to Coco. We have a thing going.
Oh, yeah. So I'm doing my foundation. I went through, and at the end, I will go through a few steps. I will show the products again. This is All Things Face with Eden Sassoon. I've got my mother, Beverly Sassoon, on the phone, and we're just having great conversation and talking about single life and going over my parents' books in 1976 that I am going to rewrite and I'm working on now.
I think that's exciting, the fact that you're talking about redoing the book. I'd love to be a part of that.
Hello.
I'm excited to watch what's going on here today. Mark reminded us to hit the follow button for Eden. Okay, everyone needs to follow Eden.
Mark is such every morning and afternoon and some nights we chat on Instagram DM, and he checks in with me. And we just have great, fun conversations. Mark, thank you for showing up and being here. Okay, so, Coco's in.
Hi, Dawn. Look at me. Oh, dear, that's a
Dawn.
Picture, you guys. I'll have to send you one.
Oh, you look beautiful.
You're sweet. Thank you.
Yay!
I'm enjoying meeting all your friends and meeting all the followers. I mean, this is such a new thing to me. Obviously, I was many years ago involved with the Home Shopping Network.
Yeah, share your knowledge. She was on the Home Shopping Network for how long, Mom?
A few years, and then QVC for a couple of years as well.
Now she's on Sway TV, Amazon Live.
But that actually, and I mentioned to Eden just very briefly, is my experience with the Home Shopping Network. And I was good friends with the people that actually started that whole process back in the day, in the very beginning. And this kind of reminds me of a little bit of how that began. It's a more advanced kind of technology that we're experiencing here today. And I think, Home Shopping did okay. They turned out just fine. So hopefully at this.
Well, we know Amazon.
TV, It's exciting.
We know Amazon does incredible, and
Home Shopping Network actually started as a radio show.
Did they really? Did anyone know that, you guys? Home Shopping started as a radio show. Well,
a friend of mine named Bud Paxson was a DJ, and he was a disc jockey in Florida. And
I never knew that. Oh my God.
It did, yes. And it started where he actually had somebody that owed him some money for an advertising spot on his radio program. It was a hardware store, and Bud Paxson went to collect his money for the advertising, and the people said, "I can't pay you, but I'll give you 100 can openers in return for the money that I'm supposed to give you for advertising on your radio program."
And that's how he started.
Small operation. So Bud took the 100 can openers, went back to his radio show, and was sitting there recording live, and said, "This is the darndest thing. I'm sitting in a studio here, and I'm surrounded by can openers. I'm surrounded like 100 can openers in this room." He said, "Anybody want to give me like $12 for a can opener? It's about 6 inches high. It's made by, the color is." And,
oh my God.
a couple of minutes, after that, they sold every can opener that was sitting in that room with him. And he said, the next day, he said, "I woke up and I said, what else could I sell on this radio program?" And that was the beginning of how eventually it became Home Shopping Network and QVC and Shop NBC and all the...
Oh my God, you guys, look at that. We're getting history too. See, I told you she's a wealth of knowledge. Wow, I didn't know that story, Mom.
Well, okay.
How fun.
Keep going. Hi. Oh, look at everybody just joining. Happy Saturday.
Hi, guys. Hi, Rosalinda. Happy Saturday, Mom. That's Rosalinda. She's always with us. See, look at, we're starting our girls, our families here. Everyone say hi in chat. Mom's on with us. Okay, so guys, Mom, that was amazing. That's odd that I've never heard that story before. So at this point, I'm doing all things face the Sassoon way, and so we've talked about my insecurities, which Cheryl and I are gonna dig deep and work on my hyperpigmentation. But I showed up with a clean face, and I've slowly been building my way into. I don't want to say perfection because I'm far from perfect, but a skin or a canvas that is not flawless, but definitely more
the best you can be.
The best me I can be. Exactly.
It's beautiful. I think everybody's enjoying watching it. But I have a question to ask because obviously not everybody is going to be putting on all these different products every time they walk out the door. This is for a very special look, right?
So yes, of course. If you're
the eyebrows, your brows look.
Thank you. Okay, so quickly on the brows, this brush, which is in my list of items, there's a couple different brushes. I put in there a whole set of brushes for eyebrows and because you might not be using this. Now, this product is like the liquid base and it has the brush, but I feel that when I put the brush directly on my eyebrows, they come out really dark, and it makes me a little uncomfortable. So what I do is I take this wand and I just paint it on this brush, so it also leaves the color on for future. I mean, it definitely dries, but there's a little color. And then I just did it so they might come in a little darker. I'll go through and just lightly sort of get them. Now, I did my eyebrows prior to doing maybe, Mom, where do you think in the process? I do it now, and I will. Hi, Mom, you're on the chat. For me, I do it at this point, and then I'll go through and clean them up, and at the end, I'll touch it with it. But some people might wait until the end because you still will be putting on powder. And for me, I do my eyes. I don't today for purposes, unless you want me to. I was just going to sort of use the bronzer. Maybe do some definition in the crease and some highlighting.
You get to your eyes. That's exciting.
You're good. Okay, so Mom wants me to get to my eyes. Okay, so we did the brows. Everything, again, is on my list. So everything I'm using, you can see. And again, you don't have to obviously cover as much as I am right now. Some days I'll go out and I'll use my amazing Miragal. And then I will, can you see that? Sorry, I'm And again, excuse my manicure, I haven't gotten one. And then I will just use my sunblock with the tint and sort of get that, you know, I'm more fresh faced, which I'm single.
So the products that you were, the products that you were using are for your skin tone.
Yes. So of course we all have different skin tones. I kind of feel like, well, that's wrong. Maybe with a lot of my girlfriends, we use similar colors. But you always want to match your skin tone to the foundation. Now the concealer, Mom, usually goes lighter.
I'm sorry?
Concealer.
Reading
You're reading the chat. She's talking to you guys while I'm doing this. So again, everyone has their own way, and obviously a professional will tell you different, but this is how I've learned along the way. So my concealer, I either do it a little bit lighter to get the discoloration under my eyes and in my eyelids here, and then I will go and get my hyperpigmentation spots. So I use that lighter, and then I will go over it with another sort of concealer foundation that is a tiny bit darker, but still lighter than my skin tone, because I do want to cover the brown spots. And then when I go and I put my foundation on after the fact, that has it's definitely a darker shade, so it kind of sets in more color for me. And you'll see as I start to build from here, the cheeks and everything, I look like I sort of have a glowy, dewy tan.
It's definitely looking glowing.
And I mean, I'm obviously in this light, so sometimes when you're in the light or you're on camera, you will need more powder, which we will get to, because the shine will be very intense. But if you're out with friends or in public, you can keep your blot papers with you. I usually don't. But if you're worried about shine, then definitely keep them, or, you know, keep your powder, and we'll get there, but in the brush style.
Are you going to do some contouring with any kind of blush? What's your plan?
So I do a few different things. I use a bronzer, guys, because that's just, well, let's say I do both. So here's a palette. Now, if you buy a palette, you can get multiple colors, right? So I could use this, and this would be great for eyes as well, and we can touch in here for the colors. But I also just use a bronzer, and there's a few I put in the cart.
How fun! Those are great earth tones that you've got in the
palette. I love the earthy tones with and
that's been used a little bit.
The what? What'd you say?
I said that looked like it's been used quite a bit.
Oh, my brush, this?
The MAC.
The MAC, yeah. I mean, this is the one I use. So I can do this now because I kind of just would get some cheek definition, and I'll, you know, you smile, right, Mom? You get the little apple of the cheek.
Exactly.
Go up. I mean, and so what I do is then I just sort of brush in the jawline, and then I'll come over here and I'll get this. You can start to see my cheeks coming in, and you'll see how I define them more. And I literally take the big brush, and if you're not some people aren't as good with big brushes, you want to use a smaller brush and get, you know, in the creases or specific. But what I do first is I still take the big brush that I'm using, and I just sort of, in that crease, go through and crease it with the bronzer. Because whether you can see it or not, or now or on camera, it is there. And so here now what I'm doing, so I cover up, you know, the palette and the brown spots, and now I'm going to go back in and build some.
She's obsessed with these brown spots.
It's the truth. This is my process. So
you should read all the comments that people are saying about the shine and how healthy your skin looks, and with Moxie.
I love the bit of the shine. It makes your, thank you, Dawn, yes.
Yeah, so everybody's making really super positive
Thank you. I'm going to read them, and thank you, Mom, for helping me with this, because I can't do all things, and they're talking amongst themselves. So if there's something that, like, you need me to be aware of immediately, just put Eden in caps, and Mom, my beautiful assistant, will help me. Mother Beverly. They're all. You guys ask Mom because she's. Everyone is asking questions. Please, you guys ask because she's a wealth of knowledge and she knows.
What inspired the tagline? If you don't look good, we don't. Look good.
Okay. She's got us.
Oh, conscious capitalism, good girl. Actually, Vidal and I were living in New York.
So wait. Preface with the question again. So someone's asked what inspired the tagline of if you don't look good, we don't look good. And my mom is going to tell you that story right now. And I'm going to continue just painting my face away. Go, Mom.
Well, Vidal and I met back in the 60s, and when there were no products, it was a small hair care company with maybe one salon. And when I met him, I was actually in London doing a movie, and I went in to get a haircut. That's how we met, and things just took off. Shortly after that, we were married. We decided...
Cut to.
I can't... Pardon me?
No, I'm saying cut to. We were married.
Oh, yeah. Vidal, had hair salons, and anybody who has anything knowledge about the hair business, you know that unless you're standing behind a chair, you don't make any money. And he said,
there are some hairdressers.
He said, I can't make money with these hands. I need to figure out a way to support my family. And while I'm sleeping, basically, is what he was saying. So yes, you're right, Coco. Conscious capitalism.
So I don't know if you guys heard that. She said my dad wanted to figure out a way how to make money while he was sleeping.
Well, because if you
it makes sense.
Who works, using their hands or hourly, you understand that it's the amount of money you can make to house yourself and your family is limited. So at one point there, he said, we live a lifestyle that was kind of focused on health and fitness, and that was us. It wasn't anything to do with his company. But eventually, he said, hair is like an extension of our body, and so healthy hair is probably a good indicator of a healthy body. Everybody washes their hair, and that in those days, in the 60s, was basically just a products that you would buy would be just a shampoo. So he created a line of products that were 3 products. It was for cleansing the hair, conditioning the hair, and sealing and protecting the hair. And that was the philosophy. It was a new concept for hair care products. And it took off around the world. We started out selling products just to the trade.
Was this the line, the wash and go? Or am I?
It was the line that we came out in the beginning, where there's 3 products: the shampoo, the conditioner, and what they called a sealer. We did hair shows all around the world to hairdressers, because Vidal's concept was that he wanted to lift up the lifestyles of hairdressers. He wanted to give back to his the people that he identified with. One day we were at a show, I think it was in New Orleans, and backstage at the show, and somebody came up to him and just started complimenting him on these haircuts that they were putting on the models to be paraded out in front of an audience of hairdressers. And he kept paying him compliments, and he said, "You know what? This is what we do, because if we don't look good, you don't look good."
Oh, wow.
And that sort of, everybody around, it kind of was said in passing, and then shortly after that, we lived in New York in those days, and we were in a meeting with a PR person, and Vidal repeated that story, and the next
they jumped on it.
That was the slogan that stayed with the company for many, many years.
I didn't even know if I knew that it was that much of just in passing.
It was.
I thought maybe you guys sat and came up with the genius tagline, but it was really sort of in passing. It's amazing, incredible. Thank you for sharing that. Who asked you? Did Coco ask you that question?
Coco did, yeah. And the smell, Mark remembers the smell of the products.
Yeah, the brand.
It was an almond smell. And that says a lot about, I was part of that whole thing, so I'm not bragging, I'm just relating my experiences, because I'm one of the people that was around at that time. But when people can remember the smell of a product that came out in the 1970s, because it was in the 70s, that meant we did a good job of branding.
Do you
The
know
combination of the logo and yay, Mary Quant, Twiggy, Peggy,
that
Mom.
smell?
But Dawn, you're giving away your age. Either that or you
You know Dawn.
your fashion history.
No, Dawn. Remember Dawn and I worked together at Eden? She's a hairdresser.
Oh, yeah.
Donnie.
Okay.
That's Dawn. She's a hairdresser, and she.
The smell of the products, by the way, Mark, was an almond smell,
and nobody can find it again.
The shampoo bottles, the packaging was brown, which was kind of, people usually did packaging that was like kind of glitzy and attractive and caught your eye. Our bottles were brown and silver, and that was a color that the interior of Vidal's salons were brown. Our dining room in New York was painted brown.
Oh my
It was
God.
a big part of our life. So, but Mary Quant, Twiggy Vidal he was good friends with Peggy Moffat. Peggy lives not too far from where I live today, down the street, as a matter of fact. Mary Quant was dear friends with Vidal back in she was the woman who created the mini skirts. And Vidal's hair just worked with it at the time. Everything about the whole fashion era of the 60s in London was freedom, getting away from hair that was sprayed and backcombed, and the skirts were free.
The attitudes were free. The attitudes, the energy of women in that time changed completely.
Totally. Vidal kept saying, I want hair that's sexy. Enough with this stuff that's kind of all backcombed and curled, and women were wrapping toilet paper around their hair to make it stay in place after they go to their hairdresser. And so he definitely changed. He didn't create a hairstyle. He created he changed an industry. And so that's what we were out building our business while our kids were little. We didn't sell products. We sold a lifestyle. We talked about, I did yoga, different shows.
Hold on, let me show you some pictures.
And so the products sold by themselves because it was all part of who we were. And that's where, what did you just say?
That's.
I did that a little bit too. Yes.
That's what she did. She did yoga. Hold on. Incredible. Now you wonder why I am the way I am.
Oh, Dawn, thank you. Love the 60s story. They were a fun era. Yeah, I think I was in my 30s there. So who couldn't do that in your 30s? I'm not too sure I could do it today. So there. Hey, Bear. Hi.
Hi, Bear. How are you?
Oh, that was us.
Is that me and my mom? Is this like my mom and I? If I covered up Dad, would we look the same? Meaning Dad. That's the cutest picture. Oh my God, Mom, that should be the cover of our book. You and me.
Okay, we can reach out. Well, okay, we can do it.
Yeah, but
good. Okay, we're getting carried away with this whole Sassoon era. I don't want to bore you guys because we're here to talk about everything else.
No, this is history. I think everyone's having a fun and see Dawn's chiming in the fact. No, we are having a blast. Oh, so you can not only.
I have a June story to tell you. Can I tell you?
Yeah, but just really quickly, look at this.
Okay.
Look at this is what started back then. You know the whole juice and smoothie craze. This was in '76 before it started like getting picked up.
Yeah.
What?
We were making juice on television shows all around the world and eating, bean sprouts. And Vidal proposed to me over a bean sprouts and hot water.
So sexy.
At a health farm, at a health spa, and people weren't going to health spas in those days.
See.
So, recreate that for you. Oh, thank you, Bear. It's not boring. Wait, can I tell you about the
Of
games?
course, tell us.
Everybody thinks, remember there was that Ooh La La Sassoon?
Yeah, but that was, yes, tell the story.
The reality was, it was not us. It was another company that was using the name Sassoon.
His name was Paul Gez.
Yes. And so we were back in those days, Vidal said, it's not okay to capitalize off of our name, because the Sassoon, Vidal's name was really well known at the time. And so there was a lawsuit, and Ooh La La went away. So that was not us.
Well, he actually, from what I remember, and I know some of his younger generation family, they changed, our name is two O's, Sassoon, and they changed it to one O.
Sassoon.
Yeah, so they
did the little insignia with the fingers, like it looked like, when they went, ooh la la Sassoon, they made it look like it was two O's. Anyhow, it was a businessy thing, and there was a lawsuit, and it's just part of the history, the story. Which
is everything. Now wait, I'm looking through this book, Mom, and I'm learning new things. Now you guys, even in this book, they actually went through the steps of a blow dry. Wow.
Well, think about it. Before Vidal, the people didn't use blow dryers because the hair was backcombed.
Set.
It was set in curlers, and you sat under a big, huge hair dryer. So when your dad's haircuts came along, everything was done so that it was just natural, and he used geometry to cut hair. I don't know if people know that, but he cut hair to the shape of a person's head, like fashion designers would cut clothes to the shape of a body, create different looks and movement. And Vidal did that, only he did it with hair. And
but I swear,
he was a man who was not educated.
I was going to say, my dad couldn't do math to save his life, nor can I, but there was some higher power that came and gave him these skills because he managed to do it. I watch haircuts, I'm thinking, how is that possible?
He was raised in an orphanage, okay? So when you look at somebody that was raised in an orphanage, and he was taken out of the orphanage when he was 13 years old and taken into a hair salon, and they said, give this kid a job because he's not smart enough to go to school. So they did. They walked him into a salon. And
he showed them.
Well, he walked into the salon, and he was a teenager. And that man said, here. He gave him a broom. He said, sweep the floors and wash that woman's hair when you're done. And that's how he started. That's how he started in the hair business. And then realized if he was going to do something, he'd better Bauhaus, right, Michelle? You're absolutely right. That was the shape and the design that Vidal was thinking of at the time when he created. Oops, I have a dog under me that's scratching. I don't know if you can all hear that. It's scratching the carpets. So that was his beginning, and he decided if he was going to do something with hair other than sweep the floors and wash women's hair, he was going to do something that was different. And it was like came out of nowhere.
It's supposedly
like an architect. If he had had the education, you're right.
Oh, Cheryl, this is what we talked about with
if he had the education,
Bob.
He would have definitely wanted to have been an architect, but
yeah.
He did it with hair, and it worked out just fine for all of us.
It really did. But wait, so she's talking about this, and you guys, if you haven't seen, and producer Andy loves to pull this up, the documentary, it's not just about hair. It's right? I mean, it's a lovely, heartfelt, touching story, and you do learn a lot about a man who really had a bigger purpose, but not just about hair. So it's The Man Who Changed... No, that was the book. No, yeah, the documentary. The Man Who Changed the World with a Pair of Scissors. And I'm not sure where you can get it. Probably on Netflix, right? I got it on Netflix a while ago. But it's...
on Amazon? You mean the book?
No, the documentary.
Okay.
You might be able to get the DVD. It's out there. And it might come up in a minute.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. The Bob. Oh, Bob, he's listening. Hi, Bob. Mom, say hi to Bob. It's Cheryl's amazing architect man. This couple. Bob, you have to find my mom a man. She'll say, I don't want a man. Bob, find my mom a man.
Whoa, there it is.
Yay!
That's the haircut that most people think was what was called a Sassoon, but the technique was called the Sassoon, but that was the bob. Yeah, that would have to be in the mid to late 60s. That was a cut on an actress named Nancy Kwan.
Oh my God, she had hair down to like here, thick, gorgeous hair.
I don't know if people know that they don't know about hair. Vidal actually cut every single strand of hair to perfection. So when Eden talks about covering up the brown spots, she grew up with a man who really was into perfection. you know. Hi, Bob. Oh, everybody's saying hi, Bob.
He's wonderful, man. You have to say hi.
Yes. We'll meet. He's chuckling. Let's have lunch. Okay.
Yay!
Everybody, how many people are on this chat? We'll all have lunch, and Bob's buying.
Bob, I'll help you out. There's about 45 of us. Which thank you again for coming and joining us, because we're going to do this often, and there's so much knowledge. And Mom, keep talking if you want to. Keep talking, please. And guys, if you have questions, keep asking them. Coco, I love you. I'm just going to keep doing this.
If you're on, I'm guessing that you're selling products here, and me talking is taking away.
No, it's not. The products are all in my list and in the cart. So as I do my face and you see the color that's going on, you all can either ask or go to my list. If you have questions, you can always reach me through hello@swaytv. I'm happy to go over this with you, anything. And you can reach me if you need to reach my mom. But really quickly, while she's
asking about the Mia Farrow haircut.
Yeah, so while she's going to tell you stories, I'm just going to touch you up.
And the 60s,
eyes.
Vidal and I lived in London. We were friends with another young couple named Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski. And I think Sharon and I were...
Are you saying that like people don't know who they are?
I'm sorry?
Are you saying that as if like people don't know who they are? I mean, maybe people don't.
Roman Polanski was a film director, and Sharon Tate was the woman that was murdered at her home by Charles Manson.
Yes.
So that was, but prior to all of that, Roman actually called Vidal one day, and he said, "I'm doing a movie with a young actress named Mia Farrow. I want you to cut her hair for the movie." And Vidal said, first of all, we were just starting working with the products, and Vidal was not standing behind the chair anymore. He was more involved in the business aspect and the product development. He said, I'm not cutting hair anymore. And he said, and Roman Polanski said, and in these days, that was a lot of money. He said, I'll give you $5,000 and fly you and Beverly to Los Angeles. You cut me his hair on the set for the movie. And we thought, well, that might be kind of fun. My mom and dad lived here, so we flew out to LA, and at Paramount Studios, Vidal cut Mia Farrow's hair. Anybody who's seen Rosemary's Baby,
yeah, it's funny.
In the film, John Cassavetes says to her when he sees her haircut, he goes, "What'd you do? What happened to you?" She said, "Oh, I had a Vidal Sassoon." So it was a haircut that was kind of went around around the world because of the movie.
He was shocked by...
I used to say all the time, success isn't bad. It's a combination of things. It's being in the right place at the right time, having a little bit of talent, and in his case, he used to say, and a weird name, because nobody knew that Vidal Sassoon, it was an unusual name back in those days. You didn't hear unusual names. It was like...
How about this? I always question where my dad was, not where he was from, but where his dad was from, because obviously it's in my genes, and so I'm always like, oh, I'm Greek, and my mom's like, you're not Greek, you're Turkish.
His mother was born in London. She was of Russian Jewish descent, and his father was from Turkey, and he was a Sephardic Jew, so they were Spanish Jews. His mother, and they spoke a little bit of what they call Ladino, which is a little bit sounding like Spanish, but Vidal's, I didn't know his dad. His dad was kind of took off, and early on, when Vidal and his brother were little, and consequently, Vidal's mother actually put both of her sons in a Jewish orphanage because she could not afford to feed them. And that's how the orphanage story came about. She took them to an orphanage, and...
well, it was also World War II, wasn't it?
It was Vidal was born in 1928. So, if he was, I think, 5 when he was put in the orphanage, it was in the 30s, so it was before the war. Is my math wrong there? Wait a minute.
No, you might be right, because it...
checked here. But she did take them out when they were in... when he was at 13 years old. Michelle's asking, he's saying Eden's alone.
Alone? What do you mean? Oh, Oh, Michelle, where are you? Oh, Ton, you're so cute. Because Michelle was staying with me for the whole week. Michelle and me came. And because, again, Michelle has her show here on Sweat TV. So she comes and stays. And then, oh, you mean...
He's having separation anxiety.
Yeah. Or Dawn's saying she might have seen our shows together. So she's like, wait, why is Eden alone? Okay, so guys, I'm really quickly, as my mom's telling the stories, I'm doing my eyes. And so I've worked through the lid and did a little lighter color, and I went into the crease and sort of used 2 different colors, and then I'm taking this, which it'll blend in more. I like to use this cranberry color because with my right? I mean, with my hazel eyes, it makes them. I always want green eyes because my mom has beautiful, like light blue. I say blue. She says green. These beautiful eyes that I didn't get, but I do have hazel eyes. So I use the cranberry color, which makes some of the brown, right, kind of come up more green. So I just will take the powder and sort of go through and outline the eyes. So,
And you worked with so many young makeup artists.
I really have.
And they've been giving you great tips, I think, over the years. That's where I learned a lot of my stuff when I worked with makeup artists from the films and the movies that we did over the years. And was able to apply it to not only my own look, but to share it.
To share it, yeah. I mean, I think you learn.
That's looking really pretty. I love the fact that you're not doing a darker liner around the eye, the lower part of the eye.
I don't like to do dark because I feel like for me, it obviously closes my eyes and it makes me look more mousy. I have these great words. So what I'll do is I'll take the cranberry, and I could do it with oh, DJ's watching. Hi, DJ, which means mom. You know, DJ is still very much a Sassoon-y at heart, and he's an incredible hairdresser. I think that there needs to be a book written about him because he stayed true to the Sassoon way and the craft all these years, and teaches. And he's always he's talking about knowledge and how it just destroys fear, right? I didn't boggle that up, but I'm pretty sure. And you know, Dad used to as well. Obviously, the more you know, which is weird because I don't do that. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. But
okay, Mom with Moxie has a question.
What?
Mom with Moxie wants to know about brush selection and use. So how do you know? Just get back to what you're doing there. It's how do you know which brushes to use for which part of the?
Okay.
Got on this. Do we want to? You don't need to. They don't want to hear it.
What? Hear what? No, we'll go back and forth.
Selection.
No, we'll talk. So the brushes, I mean, so I reached out to the woman who actually does the concealer and foundation. Now and I'm still learning about my brushes, so I kind of pick and choose. Which, by the way, guys, I just got the most incredible brush. It's in my list. Now, when I tell you this, and I could have used this, but I didn't. I used this brush. This brush is like silk. It's like
No, it's round. Okay.
It's sort of like an oval, and it does like, oh my God. Now I would have gone through and gone over all this with it, and it would make my skin. I mean, I think I've obtained it too with all the other brushes I've been using. So these I would use for more of the oiled base or liquid foundations, and then these, which I'm sort of like a free-flowing person. If I don't have a brush, I might use this Q-tip. If I don't have a brush, I will use my hands, or I improvise. Just like I put my chopstick in my hair, I improvise. So it's just the truth. But you'll see these brushes. So I
can get that brush, the oval brush that you were just
yes, talking about? On my cart, Mom. It's incredible, and it's so soft. Oh my God, it's like butter. Oh, so you learn and I did go to makeup school, but I was very, very, very young. And at the time I went to Joe Blasco and I did a great job. So I did learn how to do it professionally. And then at the time I thought, well, wait, what am I doing makeup for? I want to be in front of the camera, which was not what I wanted to do, but I thought I did. So at that point, I was really good, and she'll back me up on this one, at quitting everything I started. So I didn't want to do makeup anymore, but I thought I wanted to be an actress. But what I really wanted to do was find more of my freedom, my soul, my to let that out, my voice. And so I used acting classes as part of a way to become more free within myself. And then I realized, it's really difficult just being me, which is funny how I ended up on The Housewives, a reality show. It's really difficult just to be true to yourself, let alone play a different character. So unless you really have that skill, which, thank you, Cheryl, I've been able to release this 150,000 pound weight off of my chest and my heart. It's for me, it's hard to play like that. So I have a lot of respect for the craft when you're really studying acting, to be able to tap into other people, characters, behaviors. I've just really wanted to learn mine and why I do the things I do and why I am the way that I am. And cut to my mom. She's maybe to blame.
There's a lot of interesting questions coming up in the chat.
Go, throw them my way. So the brushes, really quickly, there's all different, the way they're shaped. So this brush, obviously it's on an angle, which you can see. So this would actually go into the crease and create this crease, depending on where your bone right here is. And depending on how much skin you have over, you would want to kind of contour. I might be using the wrong words, and make that crease sort of in a place.
Mark it if somebody wants to go on and how do they mark favorite? Do you know that, or can somebody else tell us it's there with you?
Mark favorite what?
Apparently a couple people are asking
good
how
night.
to mark it favorite. They want to have favorite for tomorrow to look at the products.
Because are they going to sleep? Oh, because you're going to sleep. I think that's what's happening. Hold on. Oh, yes, DJ missed the stories. DJ, we will get you those stories in a heartbeat, but you can also replay this and hear what my mom said. I'm going to have to ask, is the makeup waterproof? I'll get back to that. As far as Mark favorites, I don't exactly know what you mean, but if this is something that you wanted to watch because you missed it, you can go to swaytvreplay.com and find the Sassoon way with the date of today and just replay it. All of my products will stay under, it should say the Sassoon way, and you can open that up, and everything that I talk about and that I love through even the past shows that I've done and will do, all my products will be in there.
Wait, we have to say, Sammy asked us to say goodnight to Baby Willow and Baby Chris.
Oh, good night, Baby Willow. Good night, Baby Chris. Beverly and I say good night. Thank you for being here with us. Oh, that's sweet.
Don't forget to change your clocks tonight, everybody.
Oh, you guys. So what time is it? So hold on. It's going to be 12, and we really go back to 11? No.
No, we spring forward.
Spring forward, that's right. Fall back.
Okay, so just swaytvshop.com.
And just shop the show. That's what they're saying. So she shopped the show, all my products.
I think that's probably something you probably do and ask Andy about in the next.
Yeah, he just wrote that. So basically everything that I'm talking about, again, you can just reach out and I can go through that list with you if you want to. Spring ahead, that's right, spring ahead. Okay, so we're going back to eyes because I'm going to get through these eyes and then Mom can maybe tell another story. But I'm pretty much almost done what I would do now, and I have the brushes and they are in the cart. At this point, there's many different highlighters here, but I would take this highlighter and I will at this point use my fingers, excuse my non-manicured hands, and I will go up on underneath my eyebrow, this sort of bone and or crease, and you can start if you want all the way in.
Just underneath the brow and on the brow bone really throws out, opens up your eyes. It's kind of an exciting look.
Yeah, and I did learn a lot of this from my mom, and just over the years. So at this point, I see this eyebrow because I do have a scar in there. I see it, so I would go back and fix that. The perfectionist in me, not really, but really. So here we're highlighting this, and at the same time, I'm going to highlight above my cheekbone. Why? Because I just do. So you might not see it here, but in different lights, or if you're in a conversation with someone where you turn, you kind of get a glimmer over here, or it shows up, and I think it exaggerates the cheekbone. Is that what you would say, Mom?
Beautiful look, and it's looking beautiful on camera. You know what you'll have to do one day, which is kind of fun, is to do how to get the same look, but in like or something.
Did you say in 10 minutes?
Fun thing to do too.
So I thought about when I had, for those of you that don't know, after my father passed, I opened a salon. I don't suggest that for anybody, but I did it. And during that, we had a full makeup bar. And I was like, okay, this is a good time to maybe come up with a product and maybe take on the advice that my mom just said, that my dad always said, is how do I make money while I'm sleeping? So I thought of a product, and it wasn't my own because, again, I'm not a professional at things. So it was other people's products, or maybe I could private label them. But it was how to get this look, take away the color, but to go from when I walked in, and here we go back to the brown spots, and you saw my face look like that, to sort of just going out, doing a quick cover up, taking the bronzer, a little brow, and at the end of this, I'm going to get to the mascara, which you'll see why this is the absolute best mascara, and all in its own little bag. And you can buy it, although the color would be somewhat, well, I guess you could, at the time I wasn't thinking of all the ins and outs, but there would be light, medium, dark, let's just say. And you pick it up and you'll get a fresh, clean face, and then you'll do your bronzer and your good mascara and some eyebrow, and you're out. So you don't have to go through this whole process, but you had it all in a little kit that you can kind of like a wash and go, but wear and go, I don't know.
Yeah, beauty on the go, there you are.
You know, see how I think? Oh my God, what's happening to me? Turning into my mom and dad. Okay, so we highlighted. We're going to get through this a little. If you have questions, keep asking them. Talk to my mom. She's here. At this point, I'm going to build up the cheek a little bit because it still look like I have no cheekbones. And under here, I actually do. I'm going to, because I want to, I'm going to take this powder and just start to get rid of some of this shine. So this comes out in the brush. So we'll just do a little. I don't really like going too far under the eye because if I start to take away some of this shine, I feel like I look a little older and dry, and it's not my favorite. So if you can see, I did cover my lips. You can see more now. And I will take this powder before I put the color on so it sets, and I go over. I try not to get too far on the outer lip because that's where at an older age you have those creases. Thanks, Grandma Tilly.
No, I'm listening.
All right, but I will go around and I will touch that after as well. So I took out some of the shine there. So again, if you have questions, at this point I could go and continue to finish my eyes, but because I have no lip on, and I'm gonna do this a little bit so you guys can see me with a lip, but feel free to ask any questions you have. And while you have mom here, now someone would have it.
Okay.
If you had an what? Tell me.
Donna's saying keep the shine.
Oh.
I think that she likes the glow.
I will keep that. That's Dawn.
Coco said she's gonna start wearing makeup just to support you.
Oh, Coco, I love you. Don't. You're beautiful. You don't need it, Coco. She doesn't need it. Her skin is beautiful. I've seen it in her photos. And you have more pigmentation in your skin, so your skin doesn't get as dry and cracky. And you know, I'm not making fun of. What am I, Mom? Russian, Polish.
Oh. Yeah. My side of the family's Polish.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of us, but we just have different skin. So I gave myself a little lip for now. We'll leave that because it's not gonna in there. It looks sort of dark, but
Is that a MAC pencil?
This is a MAC pencil. So I like, like a Spice MAC pencil, something that sort of matches your natural lip, but maybe a shade or two more pigment. So this could look like a natural lip, right? What I try to do is cover all the imperfections, and I'm just going to use these words because that's what's coming to mind, is cover the imperfections and step out like I look like I just rolled out of bed. So you don't necessarily know if I have, is that her skin? Because it's stunning. Because I'll tell you, when I go out, people are like, oh my God, your skin is so amazing. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, come on. You really think that this is what I look like? But I'm like, oh, I have the best product, the best makeup. And sometimes, Mom, I will keep the mystery and just shut my mouth and be like, thank you. But I really have to credit all these lines and my skill of...
Lovely, makeup or not. And I agree, Bear.
Oh, thank you, Bear. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so the glow we're going to keep. So we did the eyebrows, we did the eyes, and I can keep them like this. Look, if you're going out and it's dark where you're going, which I don't know where you'd be going at this point, then you can, go a little darker around the eyes. I like to take this down a little so it gives it, I don't need to, but you can exaggerate this a little, and I'll lighten it up once I clean it up. When you get your nails done, they then take the brush after and dig it to put it in the acetone and then go around, and you can't tell that I got a manicure last week, but clean it up. So I will do everything and then spend a moment afterwards just kind of cleaning the mess. Some people really, what?
After this year in the pandemic and having been locked inside, I'm going to have to learn how to apply my makeup again.
Oh, please, Mom, you could do it in your sleep.
I've been out, and he knows I've been really religious about the social isolation or social distancing thing.
She
I haven't
has.
seen Eden face to face in over a year. I haven't seen her children or gotten a hug from them or my other kids. I have 7 grandkids. I haven't seen anybody, and I'm so ready for this to be over, but I think I'll have to learn how to put my face on all over again.
I don't think so, because
I've been hermit in the hills.
I don't think so, because every Monday night I know that you play cards with the cousins and you put your face on. And you got your light set up, which we were going to have a lighting show because my mom believes in good lighting, and which, by the way, I do too. But she will not get on a Zoom. She will FaceTime me in the morning or nothing, but it bothers her. She will not do a Zoom call without the right light and without her face on. So all the power to you. And I highly doubt you will ever forget how to do your makeup. Okay, so.
Moxie, I want you to know that my dog's name is Moxie.
I know.
I know, that's so cute. I love that every time I see you pop up there. It just occurred to me this is the time to learn how to contour while we're inside. You're absolutely right.
Contour while we're inside. That's so cute. Okay, so at this point, because I can just go to my mascara. Now, let me tell you this from my heart. Everyone has their favorite mascara. On my life, and you will see, and I will show you. So you know what? I don't even need to tell you. Watch. So I just use my fingers. I take off some of the powder off my eyelashes. Now, I buy the mascara, and I have a new one on its way because you can tell this is... And I take off some of it from the brush.
So how late are you for your date now if you've been doing your makeup like this and getting ready to go?
My real date or my producer Andy Susie date?
No, I meant it's a lengthy process.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be talking. So what I would do is, if I had a date, let's say at 7, I'd probably... make sure I was in the shower and starting to start my face around, take it back to 6 to 5:30, around like 5:15ish, just so I don't like being rushed, maybe 5. So depending if I know what I'm going to wear. If I know what I'm going to wear and I feel that's a whole nother conversation and I feel thin and not bloated, then it's easy. I can do my face really quickly because obviously I've perfected this cover situation. And it won't take me that long. But when I'm talking to you and everybody else who's wonderful...
Mascara? What are you putting on there? Because it doesn't look like mascara.
It's not the mascara yet. Yep, it's a primer. It's a 2-step process. Now this actually coats my lashes prior. So when mascara gets all dry and it hurts to take off and you lose 18,000 lashes in the meantime, this doesn't happen when you use this. So watch that. You see that? You can even see, and I can get close up. Look at my eyelashes just with that, okay? You can see the difference. Wow. Now, I do have naturally long eyelashes. Thanks, Mom. One thing I have.
Whoa, that looks like you're wearing... Dawn asked the question saying, do you wear lashes?
No. Well, Dawn's seen me wear lashes 100,000 times because Brenda used to put them on at the salon every day. But no, look at this. Watch. Can you guys see... Whoa, this mascara is amazing. And it's not your typical, let's go to Neiman's or Barney's, or they're not open anymore, but somewhere and spend, $50 on a mascara. It's in my list. I don't know. I think it's $11, I think.
Wow, it does. It really defines your lashes long.
Look
I
at
want that. I'm going on
it's
the list.
so good. It's so good. Hold on, guys. I'm almost done. And I mean, it's like a showstopper, these lashes. So I'll get a little bit on the bottom, just a tiny, because I know that it's going to define my eye. So look, you could see this lash as opposed to this side. I mean, and when I want to take this off or wash it, because I use the primer, it literally will come off later on as if like I can pull it and just, it comes off. It's not dry, it's not clumping, it's not anything. It literally will just come off. So you can then go through this and kind of keep, if you want to, coating it up. Make sure you get the
Let me tell you,
tips of the lashes.
Older and they take off mascara a lot, your lashes will disappear with age. Do not pull them off.
No, I don't. But that's what I'm saying. This is a whole different thing. So this primer, your lashes don't come out. They literally like this mascara will just kind of like, I don't know, it just goes away.
Easy to remove. Your mascara can't be waterproof. Somebody asked that earlier.
Oh no, this isn't waterproof.
It's waterproof.
You know, I gotta tell you, the mascaras that I wear, obviously this is the one, but I don't, if I have to, or if you're on camera or in a certain situation that you need waterproof mascara, I don't like waterproof mascara.
No, I don't use it either, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. I can't tell you why, I just don't like it. Okay, so here I'm gonna do this, and we'll do it a little quicker, but you already see the length come in.
I'm going on and get the primer and the mascara.
It's the best one. And you know what I usually do? So what happened in the beginning was they had like this in a blue. It was blue, not red. And it's L'Oreal, right? Double Lash Extend, yeah. So they had it in a blue, and then you know how every product that you love at some point or another goes out, or they switch it, and you're like, no, don't do it. Which, by the way, here's another product that remind me to tell you guys because it is the best. And Murad, which you can tell I've had this forever, discontinued it. So if I ever find it, or if anyone's on Amazon and you go under Murad and you find you can't see what it is because the label's gone. It's basically, it's for blemishes. And
you hold it like that.
It's for blemishes, and it's acne, call it what you want if we get those one pimple. You're not going to be able to see a label because there isn't one, so it doesn't matter. But it's magic. I'll tell you, it is magic. And I have one other product here that if you want to know for acne, that's incredible too. And Michelle was just here with me last week, and I got this blemish, and it was taking over the side of my lip and the underneath. And it was going to be huge. I'm talking like a big, big cystic, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to, go on Sway all week. And I just sort of freaked out. I go, you know what? I have exactly what I need. And sure enough, I was able to cover with the right makeup, but these two products took it away. Completely took it away. So this one is Murad. Good luck finding it. And if you do and you don't send me one, I will be very upset and hurt. And this one, I don't have my glasses on, but I took it from our dermatologist's office. Can you see? Hold on, let me move my hand.
No, we can't see.
You can see. Oh, there. Just say Eclair.
So
The Eclair Duo.
Oh, ACLAR?
It's that same La Roche product. There we go. It's the dual action acne treatment. It's incredible. I will make sure that you guys, for those of you that want to know whether I have to post a picture on my Instagram or producer Andy and I figure out how to put up the acne treatment. Incredible. And works. Okay, hold on. I didn't put, let me.
It's made by Murad, is that right?
The other one is Murad, and it's a tinted one. So the tinted acne treatment. So the actual tint, you can kind of like blend it into your makeup as it's taking away this blemish. Like,
I wish we had a way to look at your face when you first came on the camera and then...
Oh, let's see. Andy might be able to do that.
Wow.
Hold on. He'll work on it.
It's called M-U-R-A-D.
M-U-R-A-D. Yes, the acne treatment. Thank you, Mom, for your help. I wouldn't be able to do this without you.
It was Dr. Murad who's created a fabulous line of skincare.
He does have a whole line of skincare. It's great. I kind of go back and forth with my skincare with different products. And there's one I'm using that I love, but I didn't bring because she's not on Amazon yet. But everything I'm talking about I love too. Okay, so...
You could put all this on your Instagram account too? I mean, how does that work?
I just post or share on my story. And a lot of people usually like, oh my God, your skin looks so great. And so I say I'll post what I used. But now that we can come to Sway TV Beauty, when that starts really rolling out every day, I'm happy to talk about all my favorite products and my mom's favorite products. And I get a lot of tips from my girlfriends when I'm with them. Susie and I always share products. Michelle and I do too. So I'll have to go and clean that. But there's the mascara, right? So if you want to get really particular, I would go through and sort of continue going through and making it darker on the bottom, and then it kind of comes up. And
no idea. I mean, you probably do, but it looks fabulous. Hey, Don.
Thank you, Mom. So
Mama Sass. That's what my son and they call me Mama Sass.
Oh my God! So it's my nephew's birthday today. He's 21. And last night my mom texted us all like, don't forget, it's Ariel's birthday tomorrow. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. So I immediately, because if I didn't, I would have forgot, voiced text him and I sang happy birthday. And I called him like an old fart. And then he wrote back and he's like, thanks, Grandma.
No, it wasn't me.
Yeah, no, I think he was kidding, calling me older. Okay, so we did the eyes. How do we feel about the eyes? Are we done with them?
I think so. They're fabulous looking. They look really beautiful. That's why I'd love to see
He's going to try to get them up. So basically, I just did, I mean, you know, if I were going out at night or a black tie or something, these colors would probably be more intense and a different, this is one of the most amazing palettes. I don't know if they make it anymore, but I like, you know, earth tones. I like the cranberries. I like the greens, the browns. But if you know, this is sort of like fits every mood for the most part. But if it were something that I needed more intense eyes or just, I guess it depends on your mood and what you're wearing, and right, you can choose. So I did use powder eyeshadow.
It took 2 hours to do.
Well, no, I know because we've been talking and telling stories, but there's these cream eyeshadows that are amazing, and you can do the same thing I did with the brush, but you can kind of get in there and use your finger. So that would be sort of the lid, and then you would take the darker color and do the crease, and then you would highlight with the lighter color. And these are amazing and fun.
I love that. Oh my goodness, what a change for before and after Eden. They got to look at that.
Oh, I see that. Andy, you have to put up that look on my face? See, this is why I don't go out. I mean, I don't necessarily go out fully made up, but I don't go out like that.
Is it too late to make your eyes smoky?
No.
Now that you've done this?
No, I think I think kind of like hair, I would imagine. You know, I'm not even going to say that. I can now, the smoky look is obviously a darker color. So at this point, depending on what I have, I don't use black on my eyes. So if I wanted to go smoky, I could go down to this color right here. And I could literally, and I can do it if you want me to, go over. So it would be smoky and not like a true smoke, but it would still have some of this shimmer, which I think would be beautiful. So I definitely, you know, if my mood were to change right now, I wanted to do smoky, I wouldn't wash and reapply. I would just go over because.
Intensify.
And what? Say it again.
You said you wouldn't wash and reapply, and I said you just intensify.
Yes, I would just intensify and sort of just kind of go over it. So I did a little bit of the bronzer on my cheek, and I'm trying to find, and it might not be on the table, it might be here. So, okay, so then I like to mix the creams and the powders because I feel like the cream then will set in the powder. This is all in my head, so it's not something that you have to do, but it works for me. So here's a cream, and this one happens to be more of a peachy color. I do have one that's more of a pink, but I feel like my eyes are a little pink and peachy, right? So I can get away with this because they're all in the same tones. So I'll go back and take the cream, sort of to get that cheek right there. And then I'm going to show you another trick. Remember, we highlighted above the bone. And here I'm putting in my cheeks. And sometimes I go, you know, some people like to get those cheeks really heavy and
but I think we have to all be careful because sometimes we get carried away with the blush or the.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't like that look.
Like you have skid marks. You don't want skid. We don't want skid marks.
No, but what I'll do is I'll get them there, and then I'll take the powder again really quickly just to set it softly, and then.
That looks beautiful.
So I just kind of pat over it. So now that should be set, and it's for the most part natural. And if I don't feel like it is, we can take that beautiful brush that we're talking about, and with or without color on it, I can just sort of smooth that out and get any color I don't want. So remember, I mean, you're an artist. It's a painting. If there's color in places you don't want, see, this is a little shiny up here. I'm not hating it, but the lights are on so I can really see it. You're not stuck with it. You can always improvise, go over, do things. You can wash and start over, but that's a to-do. So I'm going to take this color and I'm going to set in the liner that I set. I don't like to put too much, but this is sort of a stain. So I'm not one that likes to go out and, you see some women reapplying their lipstick all the time. I can't do that. I can't do it. So I will find, now if I feel like I'm going to be going out and there's a lot of talking to people, so at this point, I remember I did cover my lips. I then put a little bit of powder. I blotted them. I put the liner as a color over top, and then I just put a slight stain. And they look natural right now for the most part, right? So I'm going to take my powder, and now I'm just going to set it in, and they're set, and I'm done. So I'll just...
that you would wear to a daytime look, and you could transition it to the night. But
yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, these are colors I would wear during the day. I might not go as heavy, but with me and my skin maybe, or I might not go as intense on the line underneath. You just kind of pick and choose and go with your mood. But usually I'm, for me, less is more, and when I do more, you kind of, I'm feeling it. So at this point, no, some people like after the fact to sort of take your mist. This is the Mario Badescu cucumber spray. So it's not always, it just feels good. Oh, and remember, depending on what you're wearing, I could have taken this cover down here. And at the end, I could still, depending on what I'm wearing, kind of go through and cover anything, so you get more of a, not so many freckles and spots, but we can't be perfect. So I think, so at this point, I think, I mean, you tell me, guys, do I ever wear eyeliner? I don't wear eyeliner because I do feel, again, that it makes my eyes small and really, if anything, I like the powder, and it sort of gives it, like if I put a fan on, a blown out look. So I'm not an eyeliner person.
This looks beautiful. It's beautiful.
So the hair would be a different segment because it would take us a long time to get into. But for the most part, you see how I walked in and you see what we went through, and it doesn't take that much time, but because we had my mom and she's amazing and we got to tell stories and we can do this all the time. I didn't even get to, you'll see in my list, there are a lot of travel things in there. So how to make it easy for you when you are on the go, whether you're going away for the weekend or you're spending the night at a friend's house, or you're traveling. Because there are TSA approved things, bottles that you might need to do. And then just because the last few things, and I do want to read something really quick. When in your bag, in your big makeup bag, I keep a disposable toothbrush because you never know when you're going to need that. And a travel size mouthwash because you want to feel good. And then if you're traveling and for the most part, those of you that watch me, my mom's going to laugh at me, I can't leave without my Smooth Move. If I'm traveling, she's laughing at me. It's a real thing, you guys. I don't know that when you're on a plane or if you're a little stressed out and you're on the go and your gut starts to sort of not work properly, that night, this is going to happen. Is that Jaden? Jaden, Ty's best friend just joined. Hi, Jaden. Do you like my makeup? And what do you think I could do differently with my hair? It's got to be him. I know it is. Okay, so I did put the travel tools. Are you laughing at my travel tools, Dawn? Yeah.
I'm laughing because Bear says, Mom drinks smooth tea every night.
Oh, see, Bear, I love you. I mean, it doesn't get better than this, but there are other products that I kind of go to as an emergency now because I take magnesium, either the Calm or another brand that I have to keep my gut kind of relaxed and things moving properly. Let's just be honest. Yes?
I don't know if you remember this, but when you were a little girl, your dad used to worry that your hair wouldn't grow in because you didn't have a lot of hair until you were like 3. Now look at this.
I do remember this, and was it a specific? They thought maybe I had, I don't know what it's called.
But
oh.
No, he was so concerned that you were kind of like this cute little ball child, and now, oh my goodness.
But okay, so let's talk about that for a quick second. So yes, they were afraid that I might not have hair growing up, and I do have a lot of hair. But as I'm getting older, and so guys, you might want to go through after you do your makeup. I did try to cover, but since I'm blonde, covering the grays, it gets in here. So you kind of just work it out. But as I'm getting older, and Mom, I don't know, this front section is getting thinner. Just here on both sides. Yeah, so I do have a friend who uses an amazing product and it has helped her, so I'm going to try it, and when I do, I will bring it and show everybody because it is on Amazon and it really works. But if you look at all over my head, there's a lot of hair, but then in these two sides, it's starting to like...
Use extensions ever where it would have put pressure on or tension on the hairline?
Here, no, but I did. I mean, the whole hair conversation is another topic because I did use extensions, and you'll see I do have a spot, and maybe some people do, of alopecia right there, which is horrifying. But the less I stress about it, I feel like some of it's growing in. I have tried to do cortisone in this area, different things. Otherwise, I do have friends who have them in different areas, and it happens. So I'm letting that be for now. If anyone has any tips, please tell me. See, I feel like back here some of the hair is growing in, and I did have extensions, so I don't know how much of it is from the extensions or.
Dawn is saying don't do any highlighting where you're thinning either, because then you have a chemical.
Oh, the bleach. Dawn, I wondered that. And of course, it's in the front of my face where all my grays grow. So what do you want me to do?
What's wrong with gray?
Well, you're beautiful gray. I'm not age appropriate yet. Right? I mean, that's just how I feel. But I will be at some point, and if need be, I'm not a good brunette, so I don't know yet what I'm going to do. But that is my face, and then... And I love that we got to do this, but some of the other products that are amazing just because, and they're on there, this is the Kiehl's Cucumber Eye Cream. I'm not sure that you can see that properly, but it's in there, Kiehl's Cucumber Eye Cream. It's phenomenal, truly phenomenal. Everything on that list that I put up are some of my favorites. And again, you can't use them all at the same time, but they're there. That Egyptian Magic I see, I am... very strange, and I will use it for anything. So if I had my pot of Egyptian Magic, which is sort of like a Vaseline, but not, it's not petroleum jelly based, I would take it, and I would probably right here, which I could still do with my amazing Miragal. So again, because we like that shine, these are just little things that I do after. I would take it, and then I would sort of put it on my fingertips like that, and I would go through and lightly pat where I accented and highlighted the cheekbone because it gives it a little bit of that shine, and then I would do it here a little bit, just a tiny bit, not in the middle, on the outside, and then because you get a little bit drier on the mouth, so you just go over it the tiniest bit, and whatever I'm reading that castor oil does wonders for the hair growth. Ooh, okay, I love that. Consider leaving piece out when you pull your hair. Oh, this back here pieces out. So, and then I'm going to read that. So what I do with the rest of the oil, and I wouldn't suggest this unless you have dry, unruly hair like me, I literally will take it and start to pull it through my hair because I can. But don't do it if you can't. Highlights over the hairline. What is she saying? I can't read it, Mom. Shows up. Sorry, guys, I can't. It's out of my. Highlights over the hairline. Something, Dawn, but I'm going to read that. Nice shot, Andy. What did Andy do?
Highlights on thin hairline shows up more.
Oh, over here? Are you calling my hair thin, Dawn? Because we're going to have a problem. So we can do it. We can, then do our hair, do whatever we feel like we need to do with the hair. That's a whole nother show, and I'm happy to get into that with you, but I would prefer to maybe have Dawn come join us. I know that Sean James wants to come. I really, really, really want DJ Muldoon to do to come in studio and maybe even on his doll head do an incredible haircut and teach it, and then also just sit and have a conversation about the Sassoon way and from his perspective as a incredible hairdresser. Let's talk about that, and we can invite all our community of hair. What am I missing other than what an incredible night? What more could we want to do on a Saturday night, right, Mom?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm exhausted from watching you.
Here, so not a problem. I think this is the most I've gotten to see you in over a year.
No, we FaceTime, but a few strands in the front. I'm reading.
You did a beautiful job, and it was fun being with you guys and to meet all of your friends.
You guys, who do we want Mom back, right? We totally want Mom. I want you back. Oh, Andy's like, you got to be in the makeup. Yeah, but for her to be in the makeup chair means you have to come with a plain face, and she won't do that. I'm shocked I did, and you had that picture before and after up. Oh my God, you can use it. No, you can use.
I used to do it a lot with the books.
You can totally do it.
Yeah, no, even Dawn's, it does. Good job.
Oh, you like it? So, I mean, this is part of me sharing my journey and how I live my life and my insecurities and how I cover them and all the products I use, which is so much fun. And it's a never-ending story because, as you know, we did Pilates last week, and I'm just going to bring it all how I can and tie in my mom wherever she is because she's a wealth of knowledge, and so it's true. And the fact that we get to just share these once again, I mean, come on. The 80s is called... Oh, Susie, if you're still listening, Susie, this is what I was talking about. You have a blouse like this. This is my mom's blouse in the 80s. It's great.
That book cover is. Oh my gosh, that shows you how old it is.
I'm lucky that I still have these books. So we're going to work on rewriting them from my perspective and maybe, and my mom's at her age now and my brother's perspective, because that could be a really fun project. But other than that, any more questions? The rest of the makeup? What base then do the rest of the makeup? You know what I'll do if you want me to? I will write a little tutorial, just sort of the steps that I did, and share that with you. Or if you want it, feel free to email us at hello@ShopSwayTV, hello@ShopSwayTV, and I will get that tutorial written out for you. Or you can go back to Shop Sway TV replay and watch everything that we just did and talked about.
That was fun.
It was so fun. I love you, Mom. Your stories. Anything, guys? Anything? Because I really thank you for being here. I hope that...
I had such a good time. You're right. It was the best Saturday night I've had in a long time.
Me too. And now I'm date ready, but producer Andy and Susie are going out. But if I had a date...
You're all ready, but no place to go.
Mom with Moxie said that was a blast. Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah, Mom, please.
Baby girl, I love you.
I love you, Mom, so much. You guys, she's going to say goodbye, and she's going to be back with us as much as we can get her. But, thank God she's at home a lot lately, so I'll be like, Mom, guess what? We're going live. But that was fun. And I love you, Mom, so much. And I'll text you in a little while.
Bye, sweetheart.
Mwah, I love you.
Bye, kids.
Yay, guys. She is just super special. We take our parents sometimes for granted, as I'm watching my kids take me for granted. Really. And now that I get to sit back and be a parent, I respect her in so many different ways. It's mind-blowing. It's like the kids are a mirror of you when you're at that age, and your mom's a mirror of you at this age, and you're kind of in the middle like, whoa, who am I? What am I doing? So She's incredible. And I'm glad that I get to share all of this with you. And I'm honestly, truly happy to do it as many times as we need to. And obviously, because we are live, I will be doing it more. Yay! Mom's saying night to all on the chat. But if you have questions about anything, truly about anything, I'm happy to answer them. And if I can't answer them, I will find someone in my life that can, and I will bring them to Sway TV, and I'll put them on the couch, and we'll have a great interview and or experience. So that's just the Sassoon way lifestyle. And again, I love you guys. I hope you had fun. And always ask anything of me, because I will, as Coco and Dawn and Susie and my mom and Cheryl, Michelle. I'm that person, so you can count on me. I thank you so much. And I just had a wonderful evening. Again, the cart's up. It'll be up, and look at everyone saying bye to Mom. I'm letting you say goodbye. But thank you for joining the Sassoon Way and being part of my life. And ask me any questions or what it is that you need or want to see, because I'm happy to share that with you. Dawn, I love you too. Coco, I love you. Everyone who's here. And I will be back tomorrow, but I will post on my Instagram to let you know. Again, so follow Shop Sway TV, and we'll be back. Thank you for having me, and thank you for being part of the Sassoon Way at Sway TV, Amazon Live.
Make sure you guys follow Sway TV. Follow Sway right here. Ooh, it's this way, sorry. Corey says, thank you, Sway TV. Shakira says, thank you, Sway. Yes, guys, it is so much fun. We love Sway TV.
We're here all the time streaming live. We're sharing great products. We're doing great interviews and amazing giveaways. Amazon, we love you, Amazon.
So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Shop attainment all the time.
It is a girl's dream come true for someone like me to be able to give you dating advice and shopping all in one platform.
Amazon Live! Woo! Let's sway!
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway!
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.